There we go. That should all be working. Let's just do an audio test real quick. Give me a sentence. Okay, good thing your audio wasn't recording. Let me go steal the audio thing from my other recording thing. Give me another sentence.
Let's see. Did you know they're reviving the Amazing World of Gumball?
Actually, let's just switch to the chat that I already have monitored. Hang on. Which is general and whatchamacallit. There we go. I should be getting audio now. Give me another sentence.
So did you know that Amazing World of Gumball is going to be revived?
Neat. That's pretty neat.
It's a show you probably never watched. You know, it's so
I have not watched Amazing World of Gumball. That show always looked like a damn acid trip.
It also has a few jokes about Trump, which is peak 2016. Yeah, but it's like 2016. Yeah, but it's 2016 like Trump memes, not modern.
Turn myself up a little bit. Alright, we should be good and golden to go. Now I just gotta pull the game up. Yes, we're playing Katawa Shoujo again. Pashini owes me for Friday. What?
You're also not streaming the game to me.
Ah, fuck. I thought I was streaming the Streamlabs to you. Hang on.
I'm getting a phone call.
I'll wait for you to get done with said phone call. Oh, I should really make a backup save for stuff. Now that I remember to do that. Oh my god. Yes, it's on. Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Okay, let me just go full screen for the game. Alright, and we're live. Who's here?
That should be me, I believe. I just want to test chat, make sure it's working. Would goonettes be the female plural of gooner?
Goonettes, yes.
I like that term, goonette. Hey, goon and goonette. Oh no, my protagonist voice isn't working tonight. Shit.
It's like dudes and dudettes. It's like that.
Ah, the 80s.
Which, dude, if we played Wonderful 101, if you were paying attention, there was a dude that talks just like that. He's like, oh come on, man. Yeah, the one Wonder Blue.
Hey, the chalkboard chat's working. It's not showing people's names in full, but it's working.
Hey, Puro.
Hey, Puro. And you, my friend, have narrator duties.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so are we starting?
Mm-hmm.
Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch.
I love why I made the logo look like it's graffiti on the desk. What'd you say?
Yeah. Also, by the way, I can't hear the music, but we'll just have to tolerate that for now.
I mean, it's a visual novel. It's gonna loop the same music over and over again.
Yeah, checks out.
Believe me when I tell you there's no other dialogue besides music. Or audio.
Okay. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Elise is busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes.
Actually, the only other audio in this game I can think of is when, do I dare mention it? Never mind, it doesn't have to be mentioned.
All depends on how you feel, brother.
Oh yeah, you're her too.
So, is that what you meant by coming here for almost every day?
Oh wait, that's Hisao.
Oh, so...
I didn't notice that, I'm like, wait.
So is that what you meant by coming almost every day? Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly.
I'm assuming both her and Hanako are the school rejects.
I mean, they're blind, so...
I think Hanako might only be able to see out of one eye, considering the situation that she has going.
Maybe.
Because I can't think of any reason why burns would make you go to a school like this unless it impacts your mobility.
Yeah. After seeing Hanako's reaction to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and really being able to get some quiet away from his class as well.
Oh, Hisao, you just want to poon the British chick.
I mean, British poon is one of the best poons.
It's poon.
Yeah, but do other poons stab you as you poon?
No. British poon, you take it out, it smells like proper tea.
And beans for some reason.
Just beans. No, it just smells like really smelly beans, like mashed beans. I was saving my beans for later, that's why I put them up there.
Yeah, and their pee smells like tea.
Oh, 100%. Also, British women don't fart.
They queef.
Exactly.
Or if South Park's anything to tell us, Canadians do that, or Canadian women do that if South Park's anything to go by.
Fucking South Park.
The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune.
The only person that doesn't have any friends in this game, technically, is no arms chick, but she's still friends with no legs girl.
Yeah. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to go along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met.
Dude, Hanako looks terrified.
She does, man.
She's like, I'm gonna die any minute. Why am I in this horror movie? Somebody help me.
So, how are you faring in Yamaku? Hisao? You seem a bit flustered before. Apart from being lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess.
Alright, I'm Hanako. Or are you Hanako? Who is Hanako?
You want to check?
I think it was me. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay?
For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I held it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason, I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they've been pretty friendly.
Yeah, so if I get too excited or I get a boner, my heart's gonna explode. So, yeah. Now you know.
Doesn't that shit actually calm you down as long as it's, like, gentle?
Maybe. Honestly, the only thing that's unrealistic about his condition in this game is the fact that sex can kill you if you have an arrhythmia like that.
Which it doesn't.
Thanks 1,000 Ways to Die for that information.
So they just completely take that out because they wanted to add in the whole boning.
Yeah, if they ever remake this game and remove the eroge stuff, they're probably just gonna explain. They could honestly use that as the reason.
Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it. But in what I assume to be their own way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter.
You know, technically, isn't this the remake? I guess.
Yeah, no, it's not even a remake. It's just a straight up port.
Which didn't really need to be done because they had a website, but you know.
I guess this is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved.
I mean, even at anime conventions, when you could tell somebody's autistic, that's kind of a written rule, or unwritten rule. Don't ask. Just in general.
Everyone has things they don't feel comfortable speaking about. And I think everyone here recognized that.
I mean, I wish someone would ask Hanako why the fuck her face looks like half her face looks like a burnt raisin.
Everyone has things they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognized that.
I gotta be careful. We gotta be careful making fun of Hanako because apparently she's best girl. Everyone else, though, they're fair game.
So, how long have you been in this school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school. I only moved into the dormitories a year ago.
So that means... Not you. Yeah, that means no Legs Girl's been here the longest, because she's been here since middle school.
Hinako joined at the start of the high school as well. And moved to the dormitories when she did. If memory serves me right. God, my accent's so dog check. I can do a Scottish accent, but I can't do a British one.
That's right, since high school.
So, you've known each other since then? Since I've moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right?
Right. Oh, so they both live in town then.
Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them. Enough, I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well.
Okay, how though?
She's not blind. She's not blind. She gets the cure to blindness. Looks at Hanako. Ugh, what the fuck are you, you ugly bitch?
No, what I'm wondering is, was it like a situation where both their parents are like, yeah, our daughters are both fucking social rejects, they should probably be friends with each other?
No, like, well, they were neighbors, so they probably just met because they were neighbors.
Probably. That's usually how that shit goes. We were like friends with all the neighborhood kids until like high school.
I can't imagine Hanako used to make you friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars.
What the fuck? You were right! What? Stop calling out shit. I'm kidding.
And this game's for people with autism. I don't even have any sort of disability like that. I'm kind of blind, but I'm not fully blind. I could see like 2 feet away from me.
Dude, I doubt you're legally blind. Damn it. I'm trying not to laugh too loud, so I'm gonna wake people up. Motherfucker. Clipping that later.
Yeah, fuck yeah. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch.
Hanako brought roast pork. Funny enough, it wasn't as roasted as her face. Damn it.
With the immediate conversation dried up, we started to eat our lunch.
I really need to calm down with the Hanako jokes, but I can't help it. Why is it burn victim jokes are so easy to make?
Because we can say that we look like Voldemort when we have the chance.
I need to not do that, because apparently Hanako's best girl. I've gotten that from several of my comments.
Well, I mean, her nose is still there, therefore we can't call her Voldemort, so she's fine for now.
Shit, we can't, you're right. We can call her Zuko, though.
It's fucked up.
Isn't it?
Or
Todoroki.
It's like Zuko before Zuko, I think.
Dude, no, this is about the same time. Avatar came out in like 2004-ish. Actually, hey Siri. My phone's gonna ignore me because I have a video up. Hey Siri. When did Avatar The Last Airbender air?
Here's an answer from thecut.com.
2005. Okay, yeah, so a few years before it.
A year before it.
Yeah.
This came out in 04, I think.
Oh. Does this mean we got the Hanako thing if she's going with us?
I guess I'd better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she is considering skipping class. Maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me.
Have you ever skipped class?
No, but my dick teacher forgot to, like, sign me up for a class, and they were, like, getting pissed at me for it, even though I was here, and I would say, like, I'm here.
Oh, something similar happened to me, too, with driver's ed class.
Here's the thing, I don't even think he meant it. I think he just did it on an accident, because I'll get called by, like, my mom saying, but hey, why'd you skip class? And I'm like, I didn't, you can ask the teacher. And they were like, ask, and then it's like the fucking teacher would never sign my name. I'm like, dick.
That could have very well been prejudice. Or something.
Wasn't even prejudice, I think. Wasn't even prejudice because the dude was Asian.
Huh. Yeah, usually Asian people aren't racist. Anyway.
The irony you say that, but mainland China is incredibly racist to black people.
Yeah, now that I think about it. You know what the type of person I most want to meet is an African black, or an African Australian guy. Like, this is gonna sound really racist, but I want to find a black guy with an Australian accent.
Yeah, I'm sorry to the British ones. I want to see the ones that are Australian.
Like, seriously, if any of you viewers are both African and live in Australia and have the accent, I want to hear you speak and I want to see your face. I just need to know you exist.
We have a Discord, so you can join there so you can prove it.
I'm not trying to be even mean or racist about this. I'm just super fucking curious, okay?
You're desperate to hear that Australian BBC.
Fuck yeah. Anyhow.
Do you know what BBC is?
Yeah, British Broadcasting Network. And you have to pay taxes for your TV.
No, that's not BBC.
Yeah.
Wanna know what that is? When I said yeah, you want that. When I said yeah, you want that BBC, and you said yeah, that means you want that big black coat.
I just realized before you said it. Motherfucker. Oh my god, dude, no. Oh gosh, damn it.
Well, I mean, you're bi, so.
I mean, yeah, but damn it, I need to think about this for a minute. Anyway, yes, I
There's
want
two
that
types of
pig.
BBC.
She's just
There's
like,
also the BBL.
yeah, yeah. I want that big black cock.
Yeah, you know, she
Was
wants
that
the
Hanako?
BB. She wants the.
I want
Yes.
that big bell rings.
Yeah. You know what's fucked up? Imagine Hasao's hung like a horse, but because of his condition, he can't even use it.
Did I say? Yeah, can you imagine?
That would. Oh,
Well, no,
that would
he is
fucking
taking.
suck.
Canonically, he's taking Viagra. In No Legs Girl's route. Why can't I remember her name? The friggin'. The doctor or the nurse guy keeps making jokes about it.
I don't know what to think of it. Hanukkah really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. Makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can.
Speaking of, I woke up at Morningwood this morning because I had the hottest ass dream last night. Do you want details?
Fuck it.
So I dreamt I went to hell for some reason, and to get out of hell, I had to have my dick sucked by a demon lady? And it was as hot as you think?
I think you were just having incredibly horny.
Maybe! I don't know!
That
But it
is
was
a
hot
wet
as hell,
dream.
though.
That was a wet dream.
She set it on fire, she poured acid on it, it was great. Dude, it was great! I'm not kidding, it was great!
I had a dream while I was watching a movie about a dude getting his face smashed in.
Did you?
Yes, it was.
Are you sure you didn't see
brutal.
Final Destination without me? On opening night?
No, dude, I was watching a dude getting his face pounded in, and I'm pretty sure it was because I was like, I fell asleep watching Invincible clips.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I filing out before her. I can't see because I'm like looking at a screen that's smaller than the screen.
It's not letting me stream the direct footage to you for some reason. It usually does. Hang on. Oh, wait, do I have to stream my screen capture to you, maybe? That could be the case. Hold up. Yeah, duh, I stream my, screen to you. I'm a fucking idiot. There we go. There we go, how's it now?
Oh, that's much better. I can even hear the music. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I finally out before her.
I love how the school's always empty. Fucking amazing.
Walk down the empty halls to our respective classes. What the shit?
What happened?
Oh, there we go, never mind. Oh, then my third monitor was bugging out a bit. As we reach the door to Lily's third 3G classroom, she turns towards me. So, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily.
Oh, she looks
Part
pretty with
ways.
her face like that.
Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. God, ever since you mentioned Zuko, I can't get my hair out of my mind off of that.
Just Zuko's estranged sister.
No, this is Descendant, years down the line. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yeah, those look like veins, right? Or is it actual, like, burn marks?
So, usually with burns, they use skin grafts from your thigh and butt skin to, like, fix the wounds. But my guess is these were like third degree fire burns, which they can't do that for.
Yeah, but then you also said it could have something to do with her veins as well.
She could have, like, severe thrombosis or something.
What's that?
It's a vein thing. I forget what it means, though. Yes?
Okay, then. I could say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough without, calling her Zuko the Fire Prince or something.
Suko the Fire Prince. Which, by the way, I should really record that on my DVR when I get back to my dorm room. Final season's airing, and it's gonna be great.
No, this new dude. What do you mean final season? It's just starting.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I should for her, but it's hard to. Oh, you already said that.
Oh, so Hanako, there's this new show called Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think you should watch it.
And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do.
I remember DVRing the finale of that show.
Oh shit! For some reason it exited out. Wait, did you close the? Oh, never mind. You're good. Open the red door to the class and walk in. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. I open the red door to the class and walk in. Oh, it's Viagra guy. Teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something.
He's probably like, "Oh God, he's hanging out with the reject kid."
However,
Gosh,
as
damn
Hanako
it.
follows me in and closes the door, simply nods to us and continues his lecture.
Wait, but we're late too. So my guess is Hanako's probably failing.
This is the third time that Hanako's had her chance he practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here.
Either A, she's fucking the teacher, or B, she's failing.
Most likely failing.
I don't think this game would have the balls to do something like that. It also doesn't have any balls currently because I have the adult content switched off.
No shit.
Me said she's. Oh, are they skipping class? Probably.
Make our way to our seats. I noticed that Misha and Shizune are both missing as well.
They're probably doing student council work for the festival.
I wonder if it is some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of this school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up.
I'm still trying to. I'm still trying to find out what the fuck that thing is on the teacher's desk. Is that a landline? I doubt it's a tablet because tablets didn't exist yet. So what do you think it is? You there?
To make a little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up.
Yeah, what do you think the thing on the teacher's desk is?
Class goes on quietly, except from the fapping from the corner by the fat dude. I don't know why he's doing that.
He has to rub a cream. He's not fapping. He has to rub a cream on it every day, or it falls off. Oh,
Yeah, because it's rotting, because it's always under his folds.
listen,
His
he has
tiny
severe
folds.
necro. That can actually happen, by the way. It's called buried penis syndrome.
Like if you're like overweight.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that is not good. And then, I'm pretty much the only way to solve it is to lose weight. And
Surgery.
even then, it's a combination of surgery and having to lose weight.
Pretty
so
much,
that's
because
the
it
only way to
essentially
get
gets
your
so
dick back.
stuck up in there.
Yeah. Losing weight so you can actually do the surgery to get it out of there, and the surgery itself.
It could also happen if your penis doesn't form properly when you're born. That's called Webb's penis.
Fuck, you know this. Teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got. And the material is relatively interesting.
I mean, it's common. There's 3 different variants that can happen with that.
Christ. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. He expects that everyone is a natural genius. I hate that. Oh.
Oh
Dude, I had a
God! Don't
teacher that
remind
was
me
like
of middle
that.
school game, please.
Dude, I had a teacher that was like that, but he did it. But it's not because he was being a dick about it. It's because that when he taught us the thing, he expected it to stick to us like a fucking glue.
Yeah, some teachers are like that, man. Especially.
Because like they'll say, "I taught you this last week. Why don't you remember it?" And it's like, oh.
Because you literally squeezed it in there over an hour lecture.
Yeah, even some teachers are like, okay, I know we're not gonna be able to do everything, so I gotta be quick about this. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day. I'm left wondering what to do.
I always learned more from lectures than I did worksheets. I hated the teachers that just gave fucking worksheets.
Oh, those are the lazy ones. You want the strict ones that also actually teach. Because, I had a teacher like that. He was super strict, but at the same time, he was like actually wanting you to learn. Like he's saying, by the time you're done with this class, you're gonna have to learn. You'll learn something.
I can never wrap my mind around fucking math lectures for some reason.
Which, by the way, I had a math teacher. He weaponized my fear of getting games or report card. Because what he did is that he knows when his students are struggling, he'll call his parents to ask if like they're okay or there's any problem. And then he had the audacity to say, "Hey, is he afraid of anything?" And then called my mom, told him about the games, and I hate it. It's the dick move, but it got me to get smarter with math.
I had my weebdom weaponized in middle school. That was fun.
It's odd at the hospital. It's odd. The hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, filling in considerable shorter hours feels difficult.
It's on at the hospital. Those 24-hour orgies aren't going to orgy themselves.
Yeah, fucking corpses is always fun. Anyways.
I wasn't expecting an necrophilia joke, but okay. Let's keep going and not harp on that, shall we? Actually, did you hear about that one pedophile that was in a morgue, and he was either a pedo or a serial rapist, I forget. But the mortician literally cut his nuts off and his dick and shoved them in his mouth. Deserved.
Is he dead?
Yeah, a mortician.
Oh.
He was doing an autopsy, that's when he did it. And he lost his job over that shit. Like, the dude was a fucking pedo / serial rapist. I think he deserved it. Look, if we're
Hippocratic oath.
Hey, if we're gonna desecrate corpses, we might as well desecrate the corpses of people that are evil.
It's odd. At the hospital, I have 24 hours a day of free time. I'm here from the considerable short hours feels difficult. And someone's playing Claire Obscure.
Everyone's playing Claire Obscure.
Awesome.
Did you know, like, there's a fire down Game Freak's back right now because of Claire Obscure?
Why?
Because fans have been, like, saying, why can't Pokemon look like this? Why can't we get something to this quality? And I'm like, yes! Put the pressure on them!
Here's the thing, is that the Claire Obscure devs, there's only 30 people, and the maps are small and linear. They're like old Koji FF7, 8, and 9 maps.
Okay, yes, but Game Freak needs fucking pressure on him right now.
No shit. They're like, the maps are as big as like FF7 through 10 maps. They're like that big. Which means not really that big at all. And Game Freak's dealing with an open world thing going down, which that has not been helping them out at all.
God, I wish they didn't do that, but I still would have preferred a linear experience, but, you know. Anyway, your dialogue still, bruh.
Katawa is examining the assignment sheets we were working earlier, working with the red ball pen. Oh, dude, you know what's fucked up?
What?
I always hated the fact that my teachers were like they said that we had to grade their shit. In reality, it's just, I'm too lazy to do this on my own, so I'm gonna have you guys do it.
Dude, I fucking hated when teachers did that.
Dude, it was so fucking annoying. And what's even worse is that when you give, like, they would, like, make sure you didn't cheat. They would, make you swap the papers around, so some random dude in your class, like, looks at your name and it's like, oh, so this dipshit got a 40 as expected.
I feel like that opens the door for quite unfair grading.
Muto is examining these. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow.
Why? What is it, Nakai?
Oh, wait, what? Why? What am I doing?
I don't know, but this guy can be quite the asshole. So, Lord knows.
I jump at him addressing me, but it's natural.
Nothing. Thinking about what I do. Oh, wait, that's you.
Nothing. Think what I do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his papers in a stack, tucking against the desk twice. This is very methodical for a brief moment after my Shizune. The teacher is more unhurried and relaxed. Much more routine.
You have no plans?
No, I consider joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would be interested in me.
Go observe a meeting of someone else's club. Might pique your interest.
That's actually kind of smart, if you think about it. It's
Oh, it
basically
is.
saying, hey, it's like, hey, like if you're interested, you can like check out the club and see if it's worth it for you. Like, yes.
This game's got me in the chill music again.
I don't know how to continue from there. Mitsuo looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't. Or can't.
Oh, somebody has a heart-to-heart with him? I think it is.
I just don't know what to do with people. I mean, other people. I just talk to people and everything, so it's not gonna feel isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about disabilities. It's like it feels like I'm being polite if I pay attention. And it's weird and
So... See, I was in a special class around people with them, so I just talked to people like they were normal, but I can see his confusion in this situation.
about what? Oh, yeah. No.
But again, he's technically disabled too, so he can just do that. He just doesn't know to do that.
Yeah. And if I do, and if I don't. He just scratches his cheek absentmindedly and very unresponsive.
Yeah, exactly. These things are only issue if you make them one. Pulls out a blunt from his pocket.
Fuck you.
You can talk normal with someone even if they're blind or something. Exactly! This kid's an idiot.
Yeah, I think he's just overthinking it.
I get the culture shock aspect of it, because I've dealt with it my entire life, and he just kind of got thrust into it.
That and he's been stuck in a hospital for 6 months.
So it's like, I guess I understand it, but I'm like, no.
Yeah, but you also got to remember he was stuck at a hospital for 6 months, along with him just sort of being thrusted in here, and it's his first time dealing with people like this.
Yeah, so it's literal culture shock.
Culture shock combined with isolation, combined with like just randomly getting thrusted into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Try to look behind the superficial. It's so hard to voice this guy like jokingly when I want to voice him seriously, and it's like, nope, I'm committing to the bit. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. Just like the autistic kids. By the way, I need to meet Brandon behind the school at 5 o'clock. He has a 5-for-1 special. Damn it.
That's the same thing as Yuko did.
That sounds like staff training to me.
I know they're right, but it's hard. You know, consider, for example, she has nice stuff. There's Dr. Misha.
I don't know, maybe go to the library, get a book on sign language, read that shit for like a day since you literally talk about reading all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does do that in her route, but I'm just saying.
Or Hanako. On her face.
Also, I love when they're having this conversation with students still in the room.
I'm joined by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open.
I love this scene that's about to happen. Damn it, I know what's about to happen. Misha! That's something I've never done was slam doors in school, though. I will say that. Teacher! With the dead from their graves. That's where I got that saying from. This fucking game. It's me, Gooner Man. Also very quiet she. Let me turn you up.
Misha crashes in, hands straight to the enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from the graves.
I turned she up a bit.
Yeah, now I'm seeing the OBS, the Streamlabs stream.
Hang on a minute.
Whose fault is that, motherfucker?
Hang on a minute. No, I'm kidding.
Whose problem is that, motherfucker?
Mine. Anyway.
Exactly.
Was this a stream behind? No, it is not. Thanks to glorious Verizon fiber optic internets.
Yep.
Which you should really look into.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's better internet than what you've got. And it's great. And
Why?
cheap.
Misha crashes in. Oh wait, I already read that.
I just want to give Misha a hug and be like, girl, you're alright. Like, do you ever just want to hug a video game character and be like, you know what, I like you.
Meh.
Anyway, still your line.
She starts towards the teacher's desk with her bouncing step, hands on her checklist swinging with the rhythm. Yeah, like I said, she would fit in a regular anime because she would be like the ditzy, like, happy-go-lucky character, but considering this game's whole theming...
Yeah, she reminds me of Haruhi Suzumiya. Have you ever seen that?
Isn't she like super autistic coded, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. The whole thing with that show is she's like a powerful reality bender that can't know that she's in a class with the people that she wants to meet, or else she'd destroy reality. Not on purpose, mind you, but just on accident. And it's one of the best comedy anime I've ever seen.
Doesn't it get really dark though? Oh yeah, didn't they make a sequel to it that sucked?
Yeah, they made season 2 and did Endless 8, but they didn't get the joke, and they ended up making it actually 8 episodes, which is like... My guess is, for season 2, they didn't have enough money. Like, a lot of money, so they just did the Endless 8 thing like that to save money. Hoping to just kill the entire show. Which is weird, because usually second seasons tend to get a bigger budget because they actually had ratings and stuff like that. So it's like, what happened?
Why would they want to?
Like, it's... My only assumption is the show, even though it blew up over here, at like every anime convention from what I've been told, my guess is it did really poorly in Japan.
That and well,
it was very average. But not over here. For Japan, it was like a very average thing, but here it wasn't. So it's like, yeah, that's my guess.
So the panning and stocking thing, but kind of a different situation, because the reason panning and stocking did so well is because it was Japan's take on American humor, and because of it, it didn't do well in Japan, but over here it did super good. Because
the dub was like the Ghost Story situation.
No, here's the thing. It was already crude to begin with. It's just that the dub made it even more crude.
Of course it did.
Like, I need to show you a clip after we're done with the stream. It's so fucking funny.
Dude, Muto looks like he's about to have a fucking stroke with Misha walking in the room. I can only fucking imagine.
It's Misha. What do you expect?
Muto's probably like, this is why I keep a gun in my desk, kids. This is why I keep a gun in my desk.
She just shoots her.
No, that's for himself.
Oh yeah, he has one bullet saved for him.
Oh wait, no, they're on the 3rd floor. You can technically just jump out the window.
Yeah, but he can't scar kids that way, so he needs to use the gun. He needs to see, in order to, in his eyes, he wants to scar a kid. He has to make it so that they can see his brain matter on the chalkboard.
Damn it, I was gonna say, if he's gonna mentally scar kids for life, he's gotta do it the right way.
Yeah, he has to mentally scar them by having his brain matter on the chalkboard.
Oh, dude, I know it does, JK. She's like actually super depressed. That could also be the reason, again, why she's at this school, because of severe depression, because that is technically a disability. Which can fucking just hit you in your teenage years. Like, you know what clinical depression is, right? You there, Shani?
Yeah.
Do you know what clinical depression is?
Where it's like, no matter what you do, it's just a thing.
You just become depressed. From my, I don't know if this is accurate, but from my understanding when I've read about it, you just become depressed because your mind isn't producing enough dopamine. And it's like one of the shittiest mental conditions you can have, because when it happens to you, you feel so fucking guilty that you're depressed, but you can't do anything about it.
Man, also off topic, but dude, there's so many people trying to overhype in the Invincible characters, like making them go up against DBZ, like they put him against One Punch Man. Jesus Christ.
Misha's last name is Mikado. Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Mikado. Ha! He pulled the government name.
Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from this tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what.
That is the most autistic sentence I've ever fucking read / ADHD. What the fuck?
Like I said, any other anime, she would have been normal. Here, oh my god.
Game, stop calling me out. Oh, I know she says a translator, JK. But in my head canon, I assume her parents made her go there, like talked her into going there because they knew something else was wrong. So they essentially used that as a bargaining chip to make her go here.
Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something is wrong but has no idea what.
At least that's how I'd read it if I were writing Misha's character, because it's fucked up and perfect for this kind of story.
Misha stops in her tracks.
Yes? This fucking line in this game, every time I read it. Do you know how many times I've been scolded for this in school?
You know what's fucked up?
Ow! And it's like a fucking pistol to the heart right there. At least he's being nice about it, though. But this is what I mean with Misha, though. I feel like she's also here because of this. And it was essentially her parents used the whole translation learning thing as a bargaining chip. It's probably not the case, but I'd like to assume that it is. The parents' gaydar was going off. Damn it, JK. What were you saying, Shane? We've talked about volume control before. Isn't that right, my students?
I was gonna say, because they didn't do it to just a singular person. They did it to fucking all of us. Because my classes were usually really rowdy. Like when we started talking, it would get super fucking loud. And like my generation was super loud. Like when we talked, everyone was like, it sounded like a fucking stadium. It was so bad.
Dude, I'll never forget. That happened in the cafeteria once in middle school. Or not middle school, elementary school. They just got so pissed because everyone was being like so loud or whatever. And I still don't remember how or why this even happened. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. Keep calling me out, game. Keep doing it.
He doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. Yes, you do that on stream as well.
I would do the whole leaving joke, but that would break the stream, so we're not doing that. Damn it. So, what is it? We need your help. We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress.
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around.
Muso takes a pink slip and is like, oh my god, did they finally lay me off? Hallelujah! I hope that's not a cultural thing, and I hope that's a thing in Australia too. You know what a pink slip is, right?
I got a few. Yeah, I got some of those where it's like you get to leave early.
No, a pink slip is we are laying you off, and we don't have to tell you why we're laying you off. Just have your desk cleared out by the end of the day.
Wait, he's fired?
No, I'm making a joke.
Oh.
You know, like we always make jokes about how he hates his job.
Yeah.
I'm saying she waves a pink slip, and I'm like saying he's like, oh, thank God, I can finally get laid off. Yay!
Oh. Okay.
Ah, damn it! I was hoping that would land. He can't get laid off. He has tenure. Listen, JK, a man can dream. I almost got my tenure, but then I quit before I got my tenure. Not that Reed Club tenure means any fucking thing to anybody, but you know. Do you have your tenure, JK? So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that? Oh, yep, we're about to meet a no arms girl. Plywood. Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little. But that time we just took it all and went with that. This reminds me of back when I was in vocational school, because I told you about the mech thing, right?
Yeah.
So I was in the industrial location for a while, and we had everything we needed to make a mech robot. Or not a mech suit, like one of those mech suits. But we never actually did it. And you know why we never did it? Funding. Would have been so cool.
Yeah.
Now there's like none left there. So do you know where there is some? Do you know where some is, not where there is some. Grammatical error detected.
Oh. Then again, you're a grammar Nazi, so that checks out.
I hate this dialogue right now because, oh my god, it's reminding me of just being autistic and having an issue like this, and a teacher being like, what do you expect me to do about it? Use your common sense, which most people who are ADHD or autistic don't have any of that.
No,
and we're looking to somebody else for assistance.
No shit.
Me now, my work was fucked by lockdown, so I couldn't get one. Ah, that sucks.
Wait, lockdown? What happened?
He's saying he couldn't get his tenure. I don't understand. How would I know? Shishan, I mean the president, thought that a teacher would know if there was plywood. Then why the fuck wouldn't you ask the art teacher? I get he's probably a rapist, but why wouldn't you ask him?
Wait, what?
According to someone else I talked to about this game, it might have been a Pearl. The art teacher's apparently a rapist or something. I haven't played that route yet, so I don't know. No, if that is the case, we'll probably have to play that route with adult content on and just have a censor screen.
Fuck you.
What?
I don't want to see that.
Well, no, because they'll probably cut the dialogue. That's what I'm saying. If it's, I mean, I'd skip it, but you know. It looks like he's in great pain. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, man, that gun in my desk is looking mighty fine right now. I think it'd be a 6-shooter revolver since those are very common in Japan.
Literally looks like he's the great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Like looking at a man being tortured by drilling the skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. Oh god.
This scene physically hurts me inside.
Yeah, because it's not even from my era either. Like that's
this is upsetting.
That is a thing from your era, not even mine.
This is upsetting. Just like an autism coded or a fucking neurodivergent coded girl trying to get help from a teacher, and the teacher being like, I will literally be no help to you, and I won't even like assist you, tell you who to go talk to about this. Get the fuck out my classroom. I never realized how much of a dick Mudo can be until I replayed this. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, Triggerhead's playing Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Even my friends list are playing it. I'll have to get a copy at some point.
I'm gonna boot it up now, just to spite you.
Please don't. You have reading to do. Pay attention, sir.
I'm afraid. Oh, that's you.
I'm afraid I have no idea where there is, if there is any plywood in the school.
I'm not gonna play Kill
Let alone
Obscure
where it would be, if there was any.
I'm playing Dragon's Dogma.
By the way, if you open my drawer that has a G on it, don't take out what's in that drawer.
Oh, your suit. Oh, your end yourself gun. Yes, we know about that.
Misha's just a total gun nut, and she knows exactly what it is. Oh, your 6-shooter 1950s revolver? Yeah, we know about that. How do you know what kind of revolver it is? Internet?
Oh, the Raging Bull? Oh yeah, that's a shitty revolver. If you want to kill yourself, you need to get a better revolver. Like, for example, a Smith & Wesson.
Those are shitty too, because they're often Wait, are you talking about the reproduction ones or the modern ones?
No. Oh no, a 500 bone collector. Those are the ones you want if you really want to make your brains come out.
Oh, I'm thinking of the old, like the really old ones that are like reproduction, that are like made for like cowboy shootouts, big cowboy shootouts and stuff that'll jam a lot.
Revolvers don't jam.
No,
Be
I'm talking, dude. I'm
very-
talking about the old cowboy style ones that are made reproduction
Yeah,
from
those
like the
didn't
1800s.
those never jammed. Those never
Dude.
jammed.
I don't know what you're revolvers were known for jamming. They jammed a lot.
There is a difference between jamming and chain firing, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Chain firing is when all the cylinders go off at the same time.
Dude,
You're
I've heard
confusing
from
it
two
with
different
chain firing.
sources how it's made, and Adam ruins everything that those things used to frickin' jam all the time.
Yeah, like you probably block
I'm not
the fucking
talking
hammer.
about modern revolvers. I'm talking about the ones in the cowboy era. Like the ones when guns were still unreliable.
Even reliable.
No, dude, the 1800s guns were not the most reliable thing, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god, this is why I don't live in a blue state when you have no gun laws there.
That's not
Oh.
relevant to this conversation. The fact of the matter
Well-
is, old revolvers were unreliable as fuck.
Because they were like at risk of chain firing, not jamming. If you're talking about like the little pins they put there so you can like prime them, maybe. But like, oh my god.
Okay, let's get off this topic.
No. Let me in.
Okay.
The main issue with revolvers that actually used cartridges was that if they were not repaired and not taken care of properly, and and you like slammed the chamber shut repeatedly, you could misalign where the striker hits, which means that it didn't actually go off, or there was a small issue where it would hit but it wouldn't fully go off, and so you were like, what do I do? Do I keep firing or do I just stop and wait? And then you would have to like wait, and it might explode. That's the issue that revolvers used to have. They don't have that anymore.
Were they black powder cartridges?
Well, it was a combination
No,
of that with the primer and probably the ball rounds.
Yeah. Black powder cartridges had a different issue where, because of the way that you would load them, when you wouldn't have the striker. You wouldn't have the striker issue that I was talking about. That's the one where the cylinder comes out fully and you like spin it and slam it shut. Like that can misalign where the striker would hit, which would make the bullet not actually fire, or in some really bad cases the handgun would just explode.
Oh my god.
What would happen with
Yeah, like
so that's revolvers
also
ended up
that
put
and the
away
risk of
for a
chain
while.
firing as well. That was also
See,
Yeah,
our argument got... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Our argument got so heated we summoned somebody from across the planet to dispute our argument for us.
Look, you're just lucky I really like guns and I can actually talk about all this stuff.
I know, dude, I'm clueless when it comes to guns.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about old revolvers is they are often very unreliable.
Yeah, that's because no one would take care of their shit back then, and also because I don't know, we were in a civil war, so no one ever had the time to take care of them.
Dude, that was not the Wild West. Never mind.
Very unreliable is not what I would call them. I would say that the main issue with them was that it takes 7 years to reload reload 6
Oh,
shots.
old guns? Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
old
Yeah.
guns specific that are like black powder specifically because you had to, one, remove the caps, or like remove like the caps so you can replace them. 2, put gunpowder in the cylinders. 3, prime them, replace the caps so they could fire. 4, individually place each ball and having to jam them in there with either a stick or a thing, or with a little tool on the gun itself to like pry it in.
Yeah,
there.
ramrod. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
ramrod.
love the idea
And
that
then-
Misha's just a gun nerd. Hilarious.
Yeah, and because of that, that's why it took forever to reload, and it's why we switched to cartridges, because they're just way faster and way more reliable, and much easier to produce without wasting too many resources.
Well, also cartridges are loaded independently of being used in the gun. You can still load cartridges that have black powder in them.
It's just a lot easier with cartridges.
Yeah.
What
Like,
should
you
I
can't-
do?
You're taking all of them.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean
Perhaps-
to distract.
You're good. Perhaps try to find Mr. Namoya. I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. Is that the art teacher?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we're about to meet No Arms Girl. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead
yeah.
hands, but that's a different matter. I don't have time. We're so busy.
She
You're not
holds her head
supposed
with
to
both
know
of her
about
hands.
You're not supposed to know about the art teacher until you play the No Arm Girl route.
Yeah, that's probably the next one I'm gonna gun for.
She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. I even noticing she cripples the nose she's holding against her hair.
See, I don't know if you guys want us to do the whole game, because for now I'm just gonna do one run through with She, because he gets bored with visual novels easily.
That's fair. I mean, if I have time, I'm happy to tag in and join in as well. Like I've jumped in now.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna. I mean, I also want this save to go through, so I have places to make other choices, so I can get other routes for this save. That's why I made a backup.
That's fair. Wait, can't you save in multiple slots in this game?
Yeah, you can. For some reason, this controller does not like this version of the game. Like, the old version I used to get from the website had full controller support. This one doesn't.
Why are you using a controller for a visual novel?
Because I tend to. I'm just more comfortable hitting A with these things and clicking.
Fair.
Dude,
You can also just have save
That is
for
not
a lot of
save
visual
button.
novels as well.
I'm just double checking we have, like, adult content disabled. It's funny, whenever it goes to show adult content with that on, it shows a sloth. Yeah, we have multiple save slots. I just want to know what this scene is called. It builds character. The
supposedly.
gosh damn, yeah, they're building Misha's character for some reason.
Well, I mean, they're also building stuff.
Oh yeah. 10 out of 10 pun. I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's too much to do. And we are falling behind schedule. Trying to sound like a female teenager's a pain in the ass.
No
I
shit.
can see my voice is just cracking.
Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't.
Listen, this
still
man
the
is just meant
miserable-
to be grizzled and upset all the time.
He needs to stay the miserable bastard that he is.
I wonder if you can get some temporary help. I feel like this is just our punishment for being tardy.
Maybe. He switches to staring at me focusedly with a hard expression, as if trying to say, "Go make some friends, you lonely bastard."
Yo, you know how to deal with the neurospicy girl. Go take care of it.
Yeah, quit wanking into your sock.
I don't know why the autistic community coined the term neurospicy when we already had neurodivergent, but I like it, so I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna be annoyed by it.
What's neurospicing?
It's the
What?
same thing as neurodivergent. They just made it up for some reason. It can be applied to people who have ADHD, autism, Asperger's syndrome, yada 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 yada.
Which is just staring at me focusedly with a hard expression. Is it trying to? Yeah, I already read that. I guess I can give you a hand.
Pulls out hatchet, slices off his hand, hands it to Misha. See, I told you.
Yeah. Here you go.
Or no, reaches over to the guy next to him as a prosthetic hand, takes off the prosthetic hand, hands it to Misha.
That is such a dark joke. I love it.
See, I told you. You can? Thanks, He-chan. You're really nice.
Not really, but okay. She pauses, does a little double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping, and looking very puzzled.
They better not throw us in the damn student council, therefore they're out again. I can't. I can't. Come to think of it, what's He-chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun. When the hell did class end? Oh, we were just having a little, chat. Oh no, it's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Hee-chan?
Oh, I'm a rebel. I'm terrible.
You know
I
what's
robbed
funny?
someone the other day.
Yeah, I poured the milk before the cereal.
Look, I stole one of the no-leg kid's peg legs, and he's still walking around like a one-legged pirate, and it's really funny. He doesn't know where I buried it though. It's great.
Replace both of the running legs for the no leg girl with peg legs.
Fucking give Emmy peg legs. No, in her route though, she gets cuts on the inside, which can get infected and hurt her nub, so she has to go in a wheelchair for a while. And it leads to one of the most depressing scenes in this novel called Phantom Pain, and I still can't get over that one. I feel like I needed therapy after that one.
It's fine.
No, Clannad is the thing that made me feel like I needed fucking therapy. We were never reading the novel version of that, because I feel like it's even worse than the anime, with a lot more content.
What, you don't like the story where the thing happens and then the people die.
I don't like the story where they're helping a girl in a coma, they get to know each other, the girl who we got to know dies, then her daughter dies, and then my version of the fucking season 2 of the show can't tell me what's the actual canon ending and what's not. Which, by the way, you know iTunes ripped me off? iTunes ripped me off, so I could have got the Blu-ray with everything on it, like both Clannad and Clannad After Story, for cheaper than I bought Season 1 and 2 for. I'm still pissed about this.
You know that the reason that they make the ending like that is so that you can believe which ending you want to, so that you have a happier ending and a less happy ending.
Because what they did was, they did the dark ending, right? And it's one of the most darkest endings I've ever seen in fucking anime, because it literally ends with him hugging his dead child. And then they... God damn, Clannad. And then they did, fucking... And then the next episode is like the happy ending variant. And it's like, which one's canon? Your fucking TV guide bullshit's not telling me.
Well, there's not a Clannad 2, so that's very obvious. That depends on what you wish.
No, it's the bad ending and the good ending, bro.
Oh,
good
unless
ending where
that's
you
just
get
the good
it
or bad ending for the
correct.
visual novel, maybe? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like Higurashi. Higurashi has like every 4 episodes is like a bad end for the main character, and then it resets and it goes for like I think it's either 12 or 24 episodes.
One visual
and it's
novel.
got a few different like scenarios. Ah, you're right.
One VN I want to get a hold of is the VN for Angel Beats that it was based off of the anime, because it has a lot of like cut social content that gave a lot of the characters more character. But here's the problem: that VM was never translated into English, just like the original Fate. Like I don't even think there's a fan translation for it.
Yeah, dude.
There probably is now.
Speaking of Higurashi, that series has been milked to death.
Higurashi. I don't know whether to watch the old one or the new one. That's the problem.
They're all sequels.
Are they?
They're sequels, yeah.
Watch the old one from the what's it?
04.
Early
like 04, 03.
2010. 04, really? Jesus, I'm old.
Yeah, here's the thing with Higurashi is that series is so old that anytime there's a new series, it's a sequel to the old one because of some weird time bullshit. I don't remember what it is.
You want to know what makes me feel even older? I was 4 years old when the 2000 Olympics happened.
What was that?
You're
Sorry.
pushing 30.
I was 4 years old when the 2000 Olympics happened.
You're pushing 30.
Bro, I was 6.
Oh, so you're 2 years old? Wait, you're 2 years older than I am? Interesting.
Of course,
Yeah,
I'm older than you.
He got laid before you.
Thanks for the reminder. Is Hichan in trouble, teacher? Nah, he's not. Though I will say, the way he took that fucking no-leg kid's legs, fucking hysterical. High five, Hichan! Fucking high
Yeah,
five.
and then I pulled a Shinnok and beat him with his lone legs.
Damn. You made that dark. I
Dude,
was going for
MK4
dark humor and you made that even darker.
Dude, that's his MK4 gold. That's his MK gold fatality, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it's brutal.
You got more dialogue, sir.
So sighs deeply, and I feel like I have to help Misha to get her off the teacher's back. So, what do you need?
I need that hard wood. Wink. Oh wait, no, she's a lesbian canonically. She wouldn't want that hard wood. Here's a list. I can try and find the plywood from somewhere. If it's not, yeah. Here's a list. I can try and find the plywood from somewhere. If there's not in the art room. Wait. They're in the student council, right? Which means they have allocated funds. Couldn't they just go to Lowe's or something? Or the Japanese equivalent thereof?
You're assuming that this school has enough funding as it is to give different parts of the school additional funding.
Well, yeah, but they send another route. I'm pretty sure they have their own funding. They use it to order like takeout all the time. So I'm pretty sure they can afford to get some plywood from like fucking Home Depot or something, or a hardware store.
You think Misha's gonna break into her snack time fund for stupid hardwood?
Yeah, you're right.
Also, off topic, but someone made a JoJo analog horror, and it's so fucking good because realistically, that's the POV of a regular person in the JoJo world.
Dude, I thought you meant someone made a JoJo reference in the chat. I immediately went to go check chat.
Yeah, but sorry I'm off topic, but yeah, like I saw that and I'm like, oh my god, realistically that would be fucking terrifying because randomly, so you could just fucking explode out of nowhere and some dude will be smiling at you as he fucking blows you up, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I said I'd help you, but this is no implication on whether I'm joining the council or not.
JoJo reference has been made in chat by me. Aww. But we were gonna do the thing with the thing in the side of the room with the thing. I even brought the thing. Still, thanks, Hichan. Try to be quick. We're in a stall building streak right now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, okay, this means we're almost done with the prologue, thank God.
You bounced out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement.
I still have no idea what Gerald's gonna give us. This should be interesting. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. As for me, I'm gonna stare out the window and contemplate my life. Dude, I love and hate the teacher at the same time.
That's the whole point of his character, is he's just chronically tired.
Yeah, I mean, he signed up to be a special ed teacher, so of course he is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he signed up for this job. It's not like he hates his job. He's just very tired.
My question is, why do they have him teaching all subjects? Why don't they just have him... What's weird is, from what I know of Japanese school, it's like how my special education classes were back in middle school, to where it was all done in one classroom and different teachers would come in.
No, not at all. It's likely like this because it's a special ed school, because there's probably only so many special ed teachers in the area.
So they just have him, even though his specialty science, they just have him teaching. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Because the other class is for blind kids, and then the teacher's I think also blind or something.
yeah, exactly. So there's only like so many people that know, Japanese sign language that can teach the deaf kids,
Or I guess
or
American
the
Sign
people
Language.
that know. Well, I mean, in game it would be American Sign Language, but like it's supposed to be set in Japan.
Actually, they just say sign language. I don't say ASL or JSL, so.
Well, I mean, they would have their own special variety of it though.
This Australia should have its own version too, because I noticed American Sign. It's like different per country, which is interesting.
Yeah, we have one that's called Auslan.
Is it actually
It's,
called that?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
AU Australian S Sign Lan Language.
That's a cool name. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's all right, I guess.
I
We
love
also
the sign.
have children's programming teacher, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I wish we had like dedicated programs, like free programs to learn it here. We don't. Like they're all paid. Because I would.
Yeah.
Because it opens up a lot of job opportunities just knowing sign language, and I'd love to just know it to know it. But you have to pay like $300 a course or something stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you probably would have to do the same here, but, like, I'm sure you can learn it by yourself.
Yeah, probably. You got dialogue, bruh.
I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classrooms closest to ours are designated belongings to class 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side and 3-4 on the left side. Each door looking exactly the same.
I think I want to go until we finish the prologue. I think we only got like another hour in this prologue left, possibly.
Then again, we have been yapping a lot, so...
I think we should be able to get it done.
Classrooms
Oh, sorry.
further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such.
So, from what I know of No Arms Girl, wasn't she just born that way?
I believe so.
I knew a kid in high
wasn't-
school that was born like with no right hand.
Yeah.
Never really
Probably
talked to him,
unrelated
though.
to
He had
the
his own
whole-
like clique or whatever. What?
Nothing. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use.
This looks just like
In the
my
right
elementary
place.
school art room. I shit you not.
Am I in the right place?
It's probably because it's a picture of an art class or an art school.
Oh yeah,
art
they
room in a school.
used a college in Connecticut for all this.
Yeah. Connecticut, Japan, obviously.
Good old Connecticut, Japan.
Connecticut, Osaka, or wherever the fuck it's set.
Connecticut, Osaka.
The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over from the desks.
We made a couple jokes in the first episode of like, why does this place look like America? Or no, you did with the American lunchroom thing, I think.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I put it in the comments because I was on YouTube.
I'm surprised they got like a college cafeteria because a lot of colleges don't have cafeterias.
I mean, like, I'm sure that there's one. Well, obviously there's one.
My local college does, but they just built it like last year.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the story.
And that is the second animal that's managed to scratch me today. Fan-tucking-fastic.
Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the mirrors of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room.
If anyone's here, say nothing. I did not hit A there. Just straight up skip that dialogue.
Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. I looked at my side and I'm like, the fuck? So this is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform. I found a tomboy with a fork between her toes. Morsel of food stuck firmly in the end.
Probably more so that the boys' uniform is easier to do that with than the girls, because it probably has longer sleeves.
Aaron fucking T. There's been.
Or think about this. She's wearing pants.
Oh! Yeah, she can't do what she's doing with a skirt. You're right.
Duh.
That is something I honestly didn't think of the first time I saw her character.
What?
The reason she's wearing pants.
That she would constantly be upskirted if she was wearing a skirt. Yeah, nah, it's when you look at it, it's something you either realize immediately or you don't think about, and then when you
I
notice
never
it,
did. I'm like, oh, that's why she's wearing a boy's uniform.
Wait, why is she wearing a boy's
They could have at least given her the girl's shirt though.
I was not paying attention.
Oh wait, no, they can't because these things come in like a bundle pack thing.
Why is she in a boy's uniform?
Because she can't wear a
she's
girl's
wearing
uniform
pants.
because it'd be upskirting her.
Oh.
And they
Yeah,
tend
that's for
to
sure.
come in like a. From what I remember with work, these things tend to come in like a plastic pack all in one.
yes, I believe so.
Dude, my job used to get so mad at me because I'd lose their fucking aprons constantly. First of all, you send me out in the rain to get people's groceries and, you know, things come loose. Second, fuck off.
That way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands. But her presence here is what takes it back even more. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in the corner very still, but I don't think there is a part of her she was at you at first, right?
The thing that sucks is she only has a shoulder joint, so she can't even get, like, prosthetics.
You could get like a knife stapled to her arm or something.
She could. But from what I understand with prosthetics, you need, like, a certain joint to even get them.
Too busy being too observant today as a whole.
Also, you know what I learned about the No Legs girl, which is interesting? You know what I learned about No Legs girl, which is interesting?
Go on.
She is unable to ride any roller coasters due to manufacturer restraints or manufacturer limitations.
That's okay. When you're on her route, there is one ride she can do.
Oh, 100%. Well, here's the thing. So, in order to ride a roller coaster, you have to have 4 limbs, at least 3 limbs, to be able to brace yourself. She only has 2. And prosthetics are also counted as loose items, so yeah. They are working on special roller coaster cars for that kind of situation, though, which is pretty dope. I think Intamin is working on, no, it's B&M, the company that make my favorite roller coasters, are working on those. Which, God bless you, B&M. You and your 90s technology that you still use and make good use of to this day.
Anyway.
I love Germans. But anyway.
Staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork.
You know, without Germany's existence, we wouldn't even have roller coasters.
You know, without Germany's existence,
Yeah, we're not getting into that.
let's continue with the game.
I was going on an autistic tangent, sorry.
Mouth wide open. Suddenly remember that I didn't finish my sentence. I was trying to think if I should. 2-minute stalemate keeps us both into silence, punctuated only by the wall.
Anyone care to voice her?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? The girl stuffs the fork full in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls, I think. I didn't think there'd be someone here.
You know, on the bright side, her legs are probably hella well toned.
There isn't. That's why I came here too.
One thing I will say is, this game has really nice artwork.
Yeah, the actual like art pieces are really nice to look at.
Also, God bless all you merry foot fetish guys. I don't get foot
Bro,
fetishes.
if she gives you a foot job, is that also a hand job?
That's a really good question. Technically, yes.
A bit of weed.
What'd you say?
Is after a question like that, it's like takes another hit of weed.
Yeah, really. I can imagine her trying to smoke a cigarette though like that. You burn your feet trying to do that.
I'm sure that there's artwork of that out there.
Oh, definitely. Though surprisingly, this game doesn't have a lot of fan art. I've checked.
It absolutely does.
It doesn't. Surprisingly.
Yes, it does. It does. I'm pretty sure that there's still a general thing on YouTube, a general thread on YouTube for Katawa Shoujo.
Oh, is there?
I'm almost certain of it because it's been going since the game originally was in development, and it's into the thousands of continuous thread.
I mean, these girls started as literal just anime OCs.
Yeah,
And someone's like, unfortunate, let's make a game out of them.
yeah, pretty much.
Sheeny.
Doesn't that mean you're here then?
Oh my god. Oh.
She raises her eyebrows as if she was expecting for me to my observation to be false. Also, today if she's stacked.
I forget if she has shoulders
Oh, yeah.
or not.
She has shoulders and teeny weeny nubs.
She raised her eyebrows as if she was expecting my observation to be false.
Yeah, so you're not voicing too many people. I guess I'll voice her. You're
You
pretty
are
observant.
pretty observant, I guess it does, but who are you? The girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. He's now Nakai. I just heard in on Monday.
Oh, hey, another girl named Rin. I know someone you can get along with.
Tsundere bitch mode activate?
Wait. I forget what that's from, dude. It drives me crazy. Something I was watching.
I'm Rin. Tezuka Rin. Rin Tezuka.
No relation to Rin Tosaka? Just saying. She reminds me of an old girlfriend I used to have in high school.
Oh, she's a funny one. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now.
Oh my god, we found
She is
someone
a
with
bit of a
Shinigami's
goofy.
personality.
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon you'd like her route.
See, I didn't go for her route because a lot of the stuff she says is very artsy, and I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying.
No, she's not particularly artsy, I don't think. Like, she probably has, like, specific, like, art terminology. I think she has any particularly flowery language.
I don't really
Oh, she
remember.
swears
It's
a
been a
lot.
while since I played this.
That's very nice.
She's just kind of sarcastic.
Oh, that explains so much.
She's sassy. She's basically you, she.
Yeah, we
That's
found the
wonderful.
perfect match.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Well, I guess we know what we're doing next Valentine's Day. We're coming back and playing Herbert for Shinigami. That's if we don't get thrown into her route. I don't know where the hell it's gonna throw us, but we'll see.
Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me, joking about
I mean, he was just pondering about all this, so...
While I'm trying to figure out who's appropriate and whether the girl is, she seems to have lost interest in me, and I was gazing yearningly back at her food.
I mean, listen, someone obviously went to a mannequin store and got a buy two, get one free sale. Or buy one, get two free sale.
Yeah, oh, I heard there was something prosthetic arms there. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate or whether the girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me, and now I'm gazing yearningly back at her food.
Well, at least we know she isn't American,
Yep.
because she's been completely disarmed.
Damn it. I can't think of any good jokes. Actually, Sheeny hasn't told one yet.
Well, I mean, there's no point in giving her a hand.
Damn it. Look, I'd say she paid an arm and a leg, but...
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Well, she already paid half of it at least.
She bought the Nintendo Switch too. It only cost her both arms.
You'll never guess what it costs.
You'll never guess what it costs.
Yeah, it costs an arm and a
We've
leg.
been roasting
Probably
every one of
could've
these
stole.
characters so far. I gotta be really careful with Hanako though, because she's a fan favorite.
And it's a waste of her time too, because she can't even play the damn thing anymore.
I've seen gamers
Oh, no.
play games with their feet with those accessibility controllers, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, no, she's real dexterous with her feet if you get into her route.
Dude, look, I fought her in Mortal Kombat once. I lost in the first 2 seconds.
No, you see, what she did is that she'd give really mean foot jobs.
Look, she is the Smash Bros. Champion. But it's not the Smash Bros. You're thinking of.
I know, she uses her feet, and she's really good with them.
I love the anime convention joke of someone asking, what?
Never mind.
There's an anime convention joke where someone's like, hey, you want to go back to my apartment or want to go back to my hotel room and smash, and then they pull out a Switch. And they're like, wait, where's your Switch controller?
Yeah. Anyway, back to the game.
If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch is already over the day. I mean, what do you think it's taking me forever to eat lunch? What word would you use then? There's no word for meal you had after lunch, before dinner, right? It's very much bothers me very much too.
What is Linner a Jersey thing?
Sounds like it.
Probably.
Afternoon tea is what we usually use in Australia.
I was reading a book about Australia. Is it true you guys have like 6 terms for meals?
What, you mean like breakfast, lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, morning tea, and brunch?
Yeah. It was like being weird about it, said book. I forget who wrote it, probably an American.
That's all I can think of, and maybe like recess if you're in school.
This was years ago though. This was in like middle school where I read this.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, she please chastise this girl about her eating habits.
I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. But I'm hungry now, and my delicious box lunch would go to waste otherwise. Dude, I've done that.
Dude, I had ice cream before dinner last night. I am not sitting on a soapbox.
Look, all of this food's gonna go somewhere on her, as we can see.
Oh, 100%.
I have curry. It's very delicious.
I need to try Indian curry, like the Indian beef curry. Cause the only place I know where to get curry in this state is the Thai place, but they always put coconut in the root in it.
What do you mean coconut's
That's
fine?
literally Indian curry. Indian curry has coconut in it.
Oh, that does too? So I guess I'm just not a curry person. Unless I'm thinking of Japanese curry, like the really spicy shit. That might be what I'm thinking of.
Japanese curry is not the really spicy shit. The really spicy shit is Indian curry, and they use the coconut milks to cut the heat in it. You can ask when you go to get Indian curry to not have coconut milk. You can lie and say you have an allergy. But like, you know, you can just ask them not to put it in.
I want to try tikka masala. That shit always sounds really good.
Oh, it's good. I'd recommend it.
We only have like one. The only thing that annoys me is we have like really good like mom and pop Asian shops, but we don't have any like mom and pop Indian shops. It's all like commercial stuff or chain stuff.
It's very like. Well,
And the mom and pop places are where you get the best like foreign food. They just are. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Anyway, back to game.
With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes, and with at least as much of politeness, she points it straight at me. Is that a threat?
Yes.
So Nakai, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things.
Also, my heart will explode if I think about a girl funny, so yeah.
Checks out. No, the school from outside looks fine. No, the school from outside look fine. Is your problem inside?
Yeah, it's in his brain.
Yeah, really.
He has 3 people in his brain all arguing about
He's
what
talking about. He's starting talking about Hisao. He's talking about JP.
Damn it.
I come to a full stop, opening my mouth, but not getting a word out.
Obviously, it's to call out all the people on 4chan who are playing this.
100%. It's probably it.
Oh, totally.
I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people. Rin cuts me off before I can answer a question, or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which one I should have done.
No, Hisao, she's not wearing a skirt for various reasons.
For obvious reasons, honestly.
Yeah.
He came down with a nasty case of heartbreak.
Pretty much. Is the letter scene in chapter 1 or is that chapter 2?
Is what scene? What?
There's a scene where we get a letter from our girlfriend that, like, from before this, and she just comes off as a bitch. Is that in chapter 1 or 2?
Bro, that's like chapter 3. That's like in the middle of winter.
Oh.
Also, she doesn't come across as a bitch. At least not from what I remember.
Anyway, you got narrator duty.
I froze in front of the issue again. I haven't even told anyone here about my condition, or maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling that's not making every issues of this as part of the social code here, as the teacher said. Wonder if the people here could relate. Probably not any better than any normal person could. Is she the last of the girls, or is there another person we're missing?
No,
Who have you met so
We met everyone, including Best Girl, which is the guy. So, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, best
sexist
girl,
dude.
Gate Fan.
Oh, yeah, Gate Chan is just Best Girl entirely.
I mean, you can't relate to Shizune's or Lily's circumstances. Bro, one of them can't see and the other one can't hear.
No, it says he can't relate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is can't relate. It's like... Those are the most simple things to be able to relate to. Or to understand where they're coming from, where their issues are.
He's like, oh, you bash on the walls so you can't see? Okay. Oh, you can't hear anything? Okay.
Literally can't imagine that. Couldn't just cover my eyes and imagine that.
Yeah, really.
I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances, or Lily's either.
Try relating to having no social skills. Hey.
Exactly.
His heart's not the only thing that's busted.
Yeah.
Naturally, while I go through this in my head, Ren keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, look at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of a dark shadow on the other side. Hold on.
Goodbye.
Let's just wait for him for a second.
Yeah. I know, you have autism. I can't remember exactly what she says, but it's like she almost cuts you off when you're trying to explain that you have heart problems.
Is that so?
I think.
Alright.
Kat, you know
She
you
tried
can
to make
lean
a
down
joke
and
out of
use
it.
your tongue. I don't want you putting your fucking paws in there. You're gonna get all litter and shit in there. Guys, my cat... I don't think it's my cat's turn with the brain cell today.
Why was
Yeah.
your cat licking the litter tray?
Now he's licking the litter tray. He's putting his paws in that he just came out of the fucking litter tray with. I'll rinse that down again tomorrow. My cats are fucking stupid. I don't know.
Alright. Game?
I don't think it's anything in your head, and sometimes in your guts would be boringly ordinary. Take this lunch of mine. It's and less delicious. Like this lunch of mine, less delicious.
The problem must be in your pants. You sarcastic bastard.
Your dick fell off.
The messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement and the layered sheer lack of tact as it was delivered with the catches me completely off guard. I think I might have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment.
I can see why her and Emmy are friends.
I was right. There's nothing wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Though particularly in shock, Rin has a need to replace something. It's about the first thing that I can think of. No, nothing like that. I have a heart problem. An arrhythmia.
She was trying to coax it out of you.
Well, I mean, what would you say if someone said your dick and balls didn't work?
Yeah, I'd probably tell them the truth too.
I said it, more like blurred out, but I said it. Go in front of me, purses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed. Boring. I'm in the pants. What? What's reaction? Sorry, that's a joke. I forgive you. Just, I collect people in person, you know? What kind of problem would it be?
Why do you sound quiet all of a sudden?
Oh, that's just, I don't know. I forgive you. Just, collect people. Deal with different problems. Huh, so you just, like, going around and asking what's wrong with them? It's like a bingo card for you or something? Pretty much.
Look, it's a handicap TCG.
A handicap
Ooh,
TCG. That's
Ooh, a foil blind.
What'd you say?
Foil really.
I see.
I might clip that joke later.
Little enough to say, Rin assumes her lunch and the conversation dies away. I keep thinking about what you said, or what was said. It's the first time I told anyone about my condition. All other people have already known about it already, or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't know about it like every other student so far. Should I have told it as a natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Sal. I have a very serious heart condition. I'm also gay for some reason. Then
Also
I'm supposed to
gay
go
for
around
some
introducing
reason.
people from now on. As if our disabilities would define us. What a disgusting thought.
I would like to clarify, by the way, arrhythmia can be treated these days with like they zap out the part of the heart that is being like shit, and then the heart just works properly.
Huh.
Like this could be fixed with a surgery nowadays.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was in 2004 though, where they can't do that.
Maybe
Yeah, no,
this
I'm talking about like in the last, what's that, 10 years?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So technically, this kid could have lived that long, had the surgery, and lived longer.
Oh yeah.
Theoretically, in this timeline. Which,
who? How?
mm-hmm.
In most of the timelines in this game, yes, he could have easily lived that long.
Why does he die in one of them?
I'm not gonna fucking tell you. You'll have to find the ending.
As I walked to the back of the room to pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance almost to study Ren from the corner of my eyes.
I'm people watching. For the longest time, I couldn't say the word Auburn, and I don't know why.
Her hair is burnt auburn, almost orange and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and the lack of arms makes her look very thin, almost scrawny.
Hey, don't say that, you asshole. That's mean.
It's not. But what'd I say?
Not you. Fucking dialogue I just silently read.
She is not particularly pretty except for her murky green eyes, which flicker restlessly from below her short bangs, even when she eats. Places in the shadows make it seem like they don't reflect on sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within them like deep wells. She moves her feet almost as deftly as a normal person would use its arms. However, I can see how this sight would discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, at least.
Not really me, though. It's like, okay, then. You have to eat with your feet, you have to eat with your feet. It's like, not really disturbed by it.
I used to think about the word unnatural, but it's too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the silence grows too uncomfortable.
Did they mean
So I try to-
cabinets?
So I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone on this late, or do you get the occasional visitor? Visitors. Maybe you're my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof, if she's not horsing around. Horsing? likes to do sports. That's all I can think of to say. Both of us fall silent again as Rin forks the last bits of her meal to her mouth. Look down at my haul and double check it with Misha's list. It seems I have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now. Very nice for you. Don't feel obliged to stay. Stay though. I was about to take a nap anyway. You need to do whatever you're going to do with that stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you like to watch girls sleeping. I'm not sure what to make of this, but Ren looks serious. Oh, JP left.
I see. Hello?
Yes?
Oh.
Even if I did, I think I have to be going. I'll catch you around, Jessica. You can call me Rin. I feel that our relationship is at this point good enough to warrant this much. I was already turning to make my exit, but it draws me back in. Okay, fine, then I'm just out. Then you are... Rin looks at me hard in the eyes with the intimidating feeling you get when someone stares at you isn't there. It's like she's actually not looking at me at all. She blinks a couple times, and I can't figure out why I pause like this just between us out of nowhere. See you later, Hisao. There's something like a tiny smile there in her face, maybe. I quietly back out of the room as I shut the door in front of my face and whisper to myself. What an intriguing person. inside of her muffled sing-song voice. I heard that.
I heard that. Misha! What is she here?
Oh god, it's the autist. I jump at the sudden appearance of Misha, who I had not heard approaching despite the... Do you ever do that?
Dude, I've scared the shit out of people a lot. Are you kidding me? I'll just be like, hey, I'm scared the shit out of people.
Why is that funny? Somehow she'd gone to jumping distance at me without making a sound. Creepy. It reminds me of Kenji's nutty theory about a global feminist conspiracy. But I pushed that aside.
I swear if we had a fucking Kenji.
She's staring slightly at Misha, looks aloof, as she couldn't have heard the remark that drew Misha's attention. But Misha's visibly confused.
Excited.
No, wait, more importantly, who is there? There's no club meetings today. She tries to curiously peek past me, even though the door prevents her from seeing anyway. What are you doing here?
You took so long, we had to come check what's wrong. That's not good, Hee-chan.
She wags her finger at me scoldingly. I found plywood, but everything else is still missing because you're... Oh.
I found plywood, but everything else is still missing because you are tardy.
Okay, sorry. I got things here. Just going to bring them.
I think you were up to some mischief, Hee-chan. Who is in there with you, I wonder?
Misha signs something quickly to Shizune, pointing at her own ear a couple times. Shizune immediately pushes her way past me and opens the door to the classroom I just left. I can only imagine the shock she's experiencing. With Shizune's diligence and attitude, the incident of daring to face school property by sleeping on top of it must be too much to bear.
It's not really defacing school property, though. You know, she says that, but in her chapter, you literally plow on top of the student council table. I wish I was kidding about that.
And indeed, she stares at Rin, frozen in place, apart from the slight but noticeable trembling of her shoulders from suppressed rage, I'm sure. Instead of blowing up, Shizune just takes a few deep breaths, adjusting her glasses and slams the door shut. Turns to sign furiously at Misha.
How do I piss off the two pretty girls?
I don't know. shoots a very loaded stare at me too, as if it was somehow my fault that Rin is sleeping on one of the tables. I hope she's not getting any funny ideas about the reason of my tardiness. Hello.
It's gonna make a save state right here.
Why were you still taking forever?
Oh no, I just want to see what this is called. Waylay. In case I have to pull up a guide. You got dialogue.
Rin's voice comes from the other side of the door, and it takes a few eye blinks to realize she might have trouble opening it. I open the door to find Rin directly behind it, looking at us with half-interested, half-sleepy faces. Hello. Miss Tezuka. Oh, wait, that's you.
Miss Tezuka, what do you think you were doing? You are not permitted to use school property for such, disgraceful activity. Sleeping? What the fuck? I'm so confused.
It sure is suddenly very crowded in here. I didn't know it was this popular. It's hard to say whether she's happy or unhappy about the turn of events. At any rate, she ignores Shizune and Misha's recording.
Scolding.
Shizune taps Misha's shoulders, points at her Rin, and makes some quick signs.
Popularity aside, please do not do that anymore. Anyway, how's your project going? We'll be done for the festival?
Oh, that's you, I forgot. Rin looks at them blankly, apparently, and he's under the pressure. Chizune's cold stare is putting on her. I keep wondering about that myself, too. Is it weird that Rin looks the most generic, shockingly enough?
Yeah, everyone else is very stylized compared to Rin. And...
we'll think about it harder. As Misha sends a reply to Chizune, her face, and turns into an unsatisfied frown.
Miss Tezuka, please try to take this seriously. It'll be a disaster if the wall looks like someone threw their lunch up onto it. Damn, bitch.
Yeah. Rin nods assertively. We'll think more seriously. We'll think more seriously. He actually giggles at that, but Shizune doesn't, not even after translation. She just shakes her head, takes some materials from me, takes off with Misha in tow. Rin frowns thoughtfully as she looks after the retreating student council duo. How rude. It's true though, I must finish my project for the weekend. There'll be a dire consequence if I don't. How do you even do that shit?
Oh, she controlled her feet or whatever. It's shock.
Oh. End of the world as we know it. The end of the world as we know it, like weekends usually are, but more dire. Much more dire. Maybe I'll postpone my nap to unforeseen futures. I'm about to ask what project she has and what are those applicable consequences, but she walks back in the art classroom. You have nothing to do. Would you give me a hand?
Since you have hands.
This paint can can't fit. Doesn't fit in my bag, but I need it. She tips slightly up a huge can of paint that lies on the floor next to the table she was sitting and sleeping on. Let's out a dull clang. Being the gentleman I am, I naturally pick it up. Heavy. Yeah, sure. Why do you need to take it? Away. Is she just awkward, or why is she...
Her dialogue's weird. That's why I don't really like her characters. Her dialogue's really strange.
And with that, she takes up to the hallway. Me and the paint can follow since there's little choice for either of us. The hallway's quiet and empty now with Shizune and Misha gone, so we too leave towards the stairwell at the other end.
Hello?
Hello again. Sorry I disappeared.
It's alright. Dad stuff?
Hmm?
Dad stuff, I assume?
No, I'm given blood in like an hour, so I went out to get some more water.
That's always fun.
Yeah,
Doing the man
I'm
with the
not very.
golden veins proud.
Yeah, I've got good strong veins. I just need to make sure that my blood actually comes out.
You donating, or do you have to get it like tested?
Oh no, donating.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something I would do, but I can't do because of my autism medication.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
affecting your blood and all that. I don't do it because I'm a wussy with needles.
I do it in spite of being a pussy about needles.
They also have like programs in the U.S. where you can get like paid every month if you do it. So
Man, I should go to the US.
yeah, tell me
Yeah,
about
but I
it.
wouldn't recommend that
They're
because
hard to get into those programs though. So yeah,
yeah, I wouldn't recommend it though because
like you could essentially become a
lack of
career blood
blood.
donor or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not really useful considering the fact lack of blood is not really healthy for the human body.
Well, yeah,
They don't
but
take
like,
all of it. They take like a pint at maximum.
Doesn't the
yeah, they
pint
take
leave
like
you
a pint.
Doesn't the pint leave you
Sorry.
like super fucked up?
I mean, it leaves you a bit woozy. It's like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
like,
go because I get paranoid because like what if they forget to like take it out?
I mean, I lost a pint of blood
no,
getting a tattoo once. That was an interesting experience.
it actually like the machine stops the second that it pulls out the appropriate amount of blood.
What if it jams?
Wait, have you ever
Or,
had blood drawn or anything like that, She?
kinda.
You have to have, especially if you were in the hospital for any period of time. They do that automatically.
Yeah, because remember I passed out one time, not because they were drawing blood, because I was like a pussy.
I was like a pussy.
No, like I legit passed out of fear, and the doctor was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "What happened?" Like you passed out. And I'm like, "Oh."
My blood's universal, or my blood's valuable because I have the universal blood type.
Oh, you got O negative. Nice.
Or not O negative, it's O positive. My bad. I always get those two confused.
Mine's O positive as well, so it can go to like half of all people. Which, is a lot of people.
My sister
But
used
in
to do the
exchange-
donation thing when we were in high school. They would like have it every year or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Our plasma's apparently really valuable.
Yeah, plasma is very good for all sorts of things, obviously.
Yeah, they do that like separately at that thing. You can like do that too or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, she continue. I'm
I'm
probably gonna kill this one at 1:30 because I'm getting tired.
Seems one of us is constantly walking too slow or too fast, and I can't figure out which. Two flights of stairs below. Trouble appears in the form of a head nurse and his fox-like grin.
Ah, sweet. I forget how I fucking voiced this guy. Ah, Mr. Nakai. What a happy coincidence. Tessica too, of course.
He nods courteously to Rin and does not acknowledge him back and turns to him because obviously it's me who he had business with.
There's something I forgot to mention on Monday.
I nod and wait passively because I can't even begin to guess what he forgot. The feeling of how to handle delving deeper into my skin doesn't appears yet.
Put the fucking paint can down as he's talking to you. Christ. It's about your medications. Since you haven't been that long on your current medications, there might be some unexpected side effects, which might require adjusting dosages, or even changing to another kind of medication. Hot calling the gosh damn pedal flag. So we will do a few tests regularly. But what I want is for you to keep an eye on everything in your condition that feels off, if you get what I mean. nausea, headache, anything, and come see me if something happens. I love this theme, it's so good.
Yeah, you know, the usual to keep an eye on.
So how are you? Everything fine?
I give up and chop the can to the floor before answering him. Apparently it takes longer than my biceps can handle.
You know, he could help these two kids, but he's just not gonna do that.
I wonder why. Totally because he's not a you-know-what. I'm about to say something generic as an answer, but then I realize how often I've done that lately. Other people have asked me that too, teachers and students here. Nurses, oh.
I mean, it's kind of this guy's job to know every single student's condition at all times, so, yeah.
Everyone seems to be concerned about that. It's not for a hospital, not so much for a school. Everyone seems to be concerned. Oh, I already read that.
Except for this school.
This is also based very tightly. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. This is not the kind of school that gets transfer students too often. I lost these numbers at my spine, but I give a generic answer anyway.
That picture must be great for playing wall chess. Look to the left.
Well, oh.
I just noticed that to drive me fucking crazy. You're like, wait, wall chess? What? That's great. Also, one other thing. My sources tell me that you've neither been at my sources tell me that you've been at neither the school track nor the pool. So I'd like to know if you've taken up exercising as I asked. I love when he has Emmy spy on you. Fucking great.
Wait, what?
I will say, since we're this far into the game and you're probably not going to play Emmy's route anyway, the one check that tells you if you're on Emmy's route or not is right at the start when he says you should exercise more, and then later on you go, should I exercise more? And then you pick yes instead of no.
Huh. So that's the one check that gives you Emmy?
That's the one check, and that's the one when I first played this. I hit yes on that because I'm like, the doctor said I should go do that.
See,
and then like,
what?
Hmm?
When I first played this,
What
I
were you
tried to
saying?
pick choices that were good for. I tried to do like what I would do in this situation.
Yeah, the doctor said I should do this because it's good for my heart and I don't want to die. And then that puts you onto Emmy's route automatically.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the one check that puts you onto Emmy's route.
And we didn't do it, obviously.
And I guess no matter what else you do, you just get thrown in Emmy's route.
No, you can if you don't pick any of the correct checks to get into any of the girls' routes. You get the ending with the guy.
Of course. I'm hoping we chose the right checks, though.
I won't say.
Alright.
You have people spying on me?
Of course he does. He's fucking Nurse James Bond. Not as such. I just happen to know a few people. But that's not the issue here, so don't try and slip out of it, boy.
Dick. Well,
Dumb
I was
smile.
actually just doing some improvised weightlifting as an exercise. I pick up and left the can up and down a few times, like some sad imitation of a bodybuilder, even though it's running down my arms painfully. Why? The stupid grin disappears from his face for a second, then comes back like it was never gone.
Tezuka, would you give us a second? I gotta punt my patient in the face for being a fucking idiot. I mean, give him a stern talking to. That's what I said. Totally.
Quote a wise man. Now listen here, you little shit.
Yeah,
Nurse
really.
grabs me by my shoulder without waiting for Ren's permission, which he didn't need in the first place, and drags me inside. 'Cause he's an asshole.
When I told you to exercise, I wasn't joking. I understand that you're still on your first week and all, but please don't ignore the importance of this.
So you want me to kill myself? Got it.
Shut up.
What?
Damn it. That came out of nowhere. The reason I'm coming this hard, the reason I'm coming down this hard on you is that habits are not easy to form. And they're not easy to break either, you jackass.
Yeah.
The more you slip and postpone, the harder it will be. It's the same with everything, like dieting. Can you promise to be more serious about this from now on? Oh, it's giving me a choice now? Okay, then. Hey, Sheeny, what do you want to say to him? I'm assuming we want maybe since we don't want to exercise.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, I mean.
He gives me a nasty sort of look when I say that, making me try to take back the word. I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to the school. I don't know. I'm just trying to get used to the school. I'll promise to try, though.
You're not being very convincing here, Hassel. Tip number 1. Medical professionals are not amused if you take their advice lightly. Bing! Trust me on this one, folks.
Up with him. So if a day or two would make that much of a difference. I didn't do anything at the hospital either. Yeah, okay, sorry. He studies me for a moment, then shrugs, smiling again.
Okay, that's more like it. If you go to the school track tomorrow morning, you'll meet my spy, who probably has no qualms offering consultation to you if you want to. Did we just go Emmy's route?
No, we said maybe, so maybe it's gonna do some weird shit. I don't know.
No, you're gonna do a little bit of exercise.
Oh, I remember this scene now. We do a bit of exercise, our heart almost gives out, we go to his office. And
And then it's like maybe walking instead of joining track team.
Consultation?
Yeah, sorry, I thought this check was like way earlier.
So did I. It might be earlier for Emmy's route though. Like if you hit yes to exercising in the beginning, I think it is. Like I think you meet
Right.
Emmy earlier in her route.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
Because I think from what I saw from a flow chart, because of the answers we've given, we've been thrown to like the right side of the flow chart, which has to deal with Blind Girl and Hanako a lot more. So that probably just reroutes all this.
Yeah.
And then the left side of the flow chart is her and Emmy. I think.
He leaves with a wave of his hand and no answer. And I walked around who has been waiting idly, leaning against the hallway wall, staring at the pale lighting fixtures in the ceilings.
I thought he was going to yell at us for lifting a heavy can, honestly.
Even when I approach, doesn't move her eyes off them. Are you getting medications for your heart thingy? Were you listening? Comes on more accusatory than I intended, accidentally lashing out on her. Not even so, I don't really want to start talking about it. I just met her. I don't know her, it's not her business. Nurse seems to be happily ignorant about the confidentiality, too. Talking about the kind of thing in public.
As my mother and sister would say, he has bad bedside manners.
I think in this particular circumstance,
And is violating HIPAA.
well,
And is violating what the equivalent of Japanese HIPAA would be.
You're assuming that Japan has HIPAA.
Do they? That's a good question. That Google could probably answer for me. Does Japan have... Do you guys have HIPAA in Australia? Or patient confidentiality laws?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Japan has patient confidentiality laws. APPI, Act on Protection of Personal Information Act. Thanks, Google. I can always count on you, buddy. Except when I can't. You know.
When you can, usually, that you can count on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure most first, second world countries have to have that. And Japan's a second world country, so they have to.
I looked up to her, suddenly feeling a bit guilty. But Raina just staring past my shoulder quizzically, her head tilted like a bird's. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, she's slow. And I don't mean like autistic. I mean she's just...
Maybe? Something I've never put my head again.
She's not slow, she's weird. There's a difference.
She's the weird... She's supposed to be like the tomboy weird kid. That's artsy.
Yeah, because she does what I do.
You know, the
just
emo.
like...
In a nice way.
Because she'll do what I do. Okay, this is starting to hit me. Because she's doing what I do every now and then. While I'll just like try to do something, and I'll just like be like trying to say something, and then I just forget what I'm gonna say. It just comes out weird.
So I have you on loan for another 4 minutes, but we should at least complete this day first. I'm pretty sure the prologue's 5 days, isn't it? And we're on day 3.
Yeah, I think it's a week.
Right.
I don't know why this is so hard for me. Feels like some inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront about this.
So I know the other chapters are so much shorter than it.
Yeah, because you have to introduce everyone in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're for my heart. Will they make you better? No, not really.
Same with autism drugs. They don't do shit. Half the time.
No
They
shit.
make managing it easier, I believe.
They
They make it less worse.
They make it so I'm not constantly ticking 100% of the time. Because my autism comes bundled with some pretty nasty Tourette's.
Fair.
It just makes me a little less worse. Rain keeps looking at me for a while longer, and she says anything further, nor displays any kind of emotion I could discern. Yeah, she does what I do. It's a weird quirk for an introvert. That weird quirk for introverts. Like we'll just randomly just not really talk all that much and be really vague about it.
I remember I streamed one time off my meds and Sheeny's like, "Are you fucking okay?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah, because you said some. I don't. I think I remember.
I'm pretty sure I did that
vaguely
because it's not that I was off, like, I didn't forgot to take them. I think I just didn't have them to take. Because good old
I
medical.
think I
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
think. Yeah, I think you warned me about it. Where it's like, hey, if I start saying anything weird, I'm sorry, I'm not on my meds.
Yeah.
I typically warn you people about that because I will be completely off hinge and off kilter and want the world to burn around me. Because I feel like shit off my meds.
Oh, so depressed emo that reminds you of high school with the weird, really bad fan fictions that you read about the whole drama.
No, not even depressed. It's like I feel fucking sick to my stomach. Because when you come off an antidepressant, oh boy.
Why the crash just
Your
hits
body
right-
don't like that. Like, it's the kind of medication that I literally have to be hospitalized to get off of. That's how it is.
Oh.
I don't take it because I'm depressed. I take it because, for whatever reason, it works for autism. And
Hey.
and after it being out for many years, they still can't figure out why.
I mean, does it matter how it works as long as it does work?
Yeah, I used to take a heavier version of it, but they fucking banned it in the U.S. for some reason. Because Mexico doesn't want to do any kind of, like, medicine business with us anymore, so, yeah.
You know, that's the perks of
Surprisingly,
living
that
near the
wasn't Trump's
border.
fault. It was Biden's.
Hooray!
Yeah. Ironically enough, as I live close to the border, so I could easily just go to Mexico to get medicine.
Want to pick me up some Luvox XR while you're there? Kidding.
Funny.
300 milligrams
That's-
specifically? I'm kidding.
At the hospital, it was easy, but I still haven't started my feelings about having to live a normal life with this disability.
Did you guys ever watch the show Locked Up Abroad? Sorry for the tangent.
No, I haven't. Don't really know what that show is.
It was a U.S. show about, like, U.S. citizens that got locked up in another country. Really good show, by the way. I liked it. It was, like, one of the only good Nat Geo shows, or National Geographic shows. And this guy would bring steroids and, like, other shit across the Mexican border. And he eventually got arrested in, like, this, like, really dangerous Mexican prison. And he should be really happy that he lived. What?
Yeah, shouldn't have done crime in Mexico.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been committed a crime that would make you have to do time in Mexico, you dumb shit.
Well, that's like if I went to North Korea and then started making fun of Kim Jong, and then I get arrested for it. Well, what was I expecting was going to happen?
Also, apparently in the UK you can't bad talk their government online anymore, which is complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah, that's correct. Don't give up your guns.
Yeah, if that ever becomes online censorship ever becomes a thing in the US, I will literally fucking riot. Or start a riot, one of the two.
We can't until the First Amendment is revoked.
You guys can't?
Huh?
Wait, you can't in Australia?
No, you can't. You Americans can't get that kind of law passed because
Right now they're trying to ban porn, quote, any obscene material, and I will literally be on fucking Washington's lawn if they fucking try that shit.
I think they meant like the really illegal shit, like for example.
No,
like,
dude, they mean all porn. You need to read that more. Like, they mean literally all porn. Like, for instance, we wouldn't be allowed to stream this anymore despite having censorship on.
Here's the thing, that's really fucking stupid to do.
Oh yeah, I'll be right on fucking Washington's lawn. They try that if that bill goes any further.
Well, I feel like they're just gonna look at that, realize it's stupid, and it's like, yeah, this is dumb because there's no.
It's not porn that I care about. It's the fucking obscene material thing, because that could be anything from like anime, video games, manga.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's literally just CP.
It's like that Texas law we were talking about a while back. What were you gonna say? JK?
No.
I was just gonna say I don't know anything about this situation.
I only learned about it on TikTok. I think the bill is just for fucking like drama purposes, but it's like, why do politicians waste time like this on shit that's never gonna pass?
Okay, can we actually get on with the game and not deal with that shit?
Done something.
Yeah, that's true. What'd you say, Sheep?
Can we actually play the game and not talk about that shit?
Yeah.
Back to game.
I was about to say, yeah.
We leave the main building and Reen leads us onwards towards the dorm. We stop at a small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. Dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground. I thought that was bugged for a sec. I don't know why. The dorm is built slightly on the elevated ground.
We're so used to playing our OG version of Fate that we are so used to text glitches.
Yeah.
That and well, it's not like them just getting a real building and then putting it through a filter. A few trees, everyone has to circle around every time they have to go. Probably the only good vegan design in the school.
My guess is they wanted to use the art that's actually in front of it, because that's not photoshopped, for the actual like thing here to say she made art, and they couldn't do the filter on it.
Mm.
The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered with some sort of painting. I think that's drawn on. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn from with the black and white against the gray plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall. But some places look a little bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. Can't quite say what the painting as a whole might portray. Talking about useless shit, let's go.
Get used to it. Well, this is important later on, so I think.
Stacks of what's needed to paint cans. Here's the thing, if I made a VN, I would make a horrible VN because of the fact it's just like I'm not gonna focus on the pointless shit, just the story, and I think that's probably my weakness if I ever make a VN.
Well, it's a virtual...
It's almost like this might be relevant to Rin.
I mean, actual novels do this too. Like, Tolkien was notorious. It was either Tolkien or the guy who made Narnia, who were notorious for describing every bit of fucking food on a plate in a food scene.
It's Tolkien.
It was Tolkien? I'm like, it was one of the two.
Yeah.
I know they were friends.
Tolkien. Put me to sleep watching Lord of the Rings. I literally fall asleep every time I try and watch it.
Oh, I don't like Lord of the Rings either. I prefer Narnia, honestly.
Well, Lord of the Rings was great back then in 04, but then, like I said, Lord of the Rings is one of the very first of its kind stories back then. Like, it's a story that's been told plenty of times, and it's been so long, and we've gotten so many varieties of the story that at this point, Lord of the Rings is only really known for creating the genre, but it's very obvious it did.
Also, I can see why Disney never covered a horse and his boy, because guess what that book begins with?
Horse dick.
Biblical slavery.
Because of
Hooray!
Because for whatever reason, the Chronicles of Narnia writer was extremely religious to the point where he made Aslan essentially Jesus.
Based.
Why?
And Disney essentially went with that whole thing and made it canon at the end of their version of Prince Caspian Crosses the Water, or Voyage of the Dawn Treader, as they called it. With one of the coolest lines they ever made Liam Neeson say. He's like, I actually do like the line, he's like, in my world, I'm known by another name. You must learn to know me by it. Like, that was one of the coolest lines in that movie. I like it. Like, no disrespect to Jesus, but, you know, fucking cool.
Oh, Prince Caspian. What was the full name of the movie? Legends of Narnia.
It has two names. The book is called Prince Caspian Crosses the Water, and the movie was called Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Because I heard something about Prince Caspian or something. I thought that was like the subtitle.
No, that was the
The
second
left
one.
side is hard off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. And it was Sunday morning. Yeah, like I said, I can't really do VNs if I try to make one because I just skip detail, and then all of a sudden when the main plot point happens, the reader's gonna be like, "Wait, when the fuck did that happen? That was never explained." And then,
I mean,
yeah.
VNs read very much like a traditional... Do you read, like, novels and stuff?
I have not read a novel in years. I've read so many manga that when I try to pick up a regular book, my
Yeah,
brain's just like,
VNs work a lot like novels. Novels will tend to... Like, for instance, the first Hunger Games prequel had a lot of, like, world building that was just going on in the character's head that he never straight up said aloud.
I think I know why. It's because I get really fucking sick of the plot when the plot just doesn't happen. It's like, okay, we get it, this world is weird.
Which, by the way, can we stop cutting slavery from movies that was in the fucking book? I rest my case.
You're just the type of dude that likes to keep everything in a book, regardless if it's good or bad.
Well, no, I get it. Slavery bad, 100%. Ew, gross. You shouldn't fucking do that. But it's like, if it's important to world building, don't cut it out.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant that you want everything from the novel.
I'm not saying everything. I'm saying certain world building stuff would have been good to have.
Dude, you bitch at the fact when something gets removed, if it's not even important, you still get upset about
Okay,
it.
let's continue this before we get into a full heated discussion about this.
Also, it's already 1:40 or...
I know, I
1:40
want to get done with
around.
the scene because I know we go to bed after this.
Because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. And it was Sunday morning.
How do you go into lotus position with no arms? That is a fascinating question.
Also,
She's very
what the-
flexible.
Also, I wonder why, which means plow position. Why? Hold on. The reason I'm also a bit quiet is because I'm messing with my third monitor. It keeps flashing on and off, and I don't know why.
That sounds like a power issue.
Maybe.
Or it could be a
I
connection
have it-
issue.
But I have it directly connected to my PC.
Do you have it running a display port? Because if it's a display port, you have to shove that shit in really hard, or else it's not gonna give a signal.
No. Hold on. Because, remember how I said I was messing with my plugs earlier? Well, one of my plugs had a USB port, and that's why I connected it.
Did you say you have like 7 power strips plugged in? You probably are using too much power. Monitors use a fuckload of power, from what I understand. Well, she's doing that. I'm gonna get my cat some more water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll get that all here. I have to work on it, but the guys from our class are helping with the negative bases and base on the face whenever.
Of course, I can't put this on auto, but...
Yeah, I know the problem. It's because I'm connected to my PC, and my PC's not giving off that much power. Because
There's a lot of people with hands.
guessing that's probably it. I need to connect it to like another plug.
Probably.
Yeah, it's easier to paint the big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. I wonder why.
She's the type of person like me with autism that's like, yeah, I'm fucked, but it's like, might as well make fun of it. And it's like, surprised she didn't like catch me. Like, I'm surprised the game didn't throw me in her route, but I probably did the Emmy check by accident, so that's why.
The reach is better, and it's faster too.
The check for her route's right at the end of the selections as well, I believe.
She goes on a tangent of a tangent, moving little with her arm. Whatever of this there actually is, demonstrate. Even though I got the. Yep, that's me.
You got little wiggle.
That's me, 100%. The white con of her sleeve flaps around and makes me think it could look sadder than it does. What makes you feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder the student faces special properties has in the past few days. This girl doesn't notice my jury feelings of a course or the fact that she lost me a while ago already, and just keeps on blabbering. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, if there's anything I need to figure out, and then figure that out before it's too late and all hope is lost. Yeah, she's like, oh, dude, I know how you feel now. Oh!
What are you talking about?
You know how when we talk about the pink-haired girl, you feel so autistic coded and you hate it?
Mm-hmm.
Ren's doing a lot of things I do off camera, and I fucking hate it. Why? Because paint has to be painted, and that's to dry, and it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. She's doing what I do.
The entire process of painting to you. Get ready to be in this novel for another fucking hour.
She's doing what I do, where I didn't over-explain some shit.
And you said this was 7 hours. It is not.
Yeah, for the average playthrough, but then you forget we're not average. We managed to make things longer than it needs to be.
I know we're not average. You haven't measured yours in years, bro.
The quarter-wise man, I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal.
Fuck yeah! Up top.
Wait, where's that from?
I'm pretty sure you're neurotypical, right, though?
Me?
Or do you have ADHD or anything, or are you neurotypical?
Me or she?
You.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
I haven't been properly checked out for ADHD, but every doctor that I've gone to is like, yeah, sounds like you got ADHD.
Yeah.
Like I've done the tests and all, but I need to go to an actual psychiatrist, the one that gives out medicine.
Oh.
I need to go to them to actually get it properly assessed, and they decide what is best for my situation.
You know one thing I love about this whole streaming thing? I think every single person in the Discord is neurodivergent in some way.
Well, you know what they say.
Alike minds think alike.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She finally stops, trying to think she's made some kind of statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. Yep. That happened to me before.
Is there a way to put this on auto while I go pee? There is.
We could be using that for so much. Oh my god. Wait,
whoa. That's auto skip, not auto. My bad. I forgot auto mode skip. Auto mode off.
It's okay. You could say it. I probably won't get mad.
Wait,
Push really hard.
Oh god, I might have broken the game. Hang on.
What'd you do?
Oh, it's because text speed is like... Wait. How do I turn auto mode off?
No, go back into options. Auto mode delay.
Oh. Yeah, maximum. Problem is I don't know how to turn it off now. I want to turn it off when I get back from going to take a pee.
That's okay, we can just turn it off later.
Alright, I'll be back.
I blush really hard. I don't really know what would be the first thing to stay, if any. I'm way more sensitive than Ren is, though.
Maybe we set it way too far in the other direction.
Yeah.
So, how's your day been?
My day's been fine. I've been chilling most of the day, fucking with an AI chatbot.
Why was it like one of those dating ones, or was it just like a...
Essentially, I just went to the ones involving like a fandom, like My Hero, for example. Then I fuck with the entire cast.
Ah, okay.
Where essentially it's like I just say weird shit and I try to get the AI to try to comprehend what it's saying. Like, okay, let's see if it tries to comprehend what I'm going to say. Then I just type random words like Alice baby foot fart, and then the AI is like trying to figure out what I'm trying to say.
Oh, of course.
And then the AI, and I think the few times I got it, it was like, I think one of the funniest things it said to me was like, yeah, I think it was like a comedy one too, where like the chatbot just said, and I straight up and I kid you not, it said, yeah, he's just special.
Man.
Yeah, because most of the time it bugs out. It says like a random response and like to reply to another response that was made, and I'm just like, I keep typing random words trying to make it comprehend what I'm trying to say.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, that was so funny. You want to tell them what happened, JK?
When you set the auto speed all the way up, it didn't click.
Really?
It clicked just then, I think. So this is really awkward. Yeah.
Wait, did it fast forward this entire scene? Do I have to restart it?
No, it didn't.
No,
it's
it
really,
didn't
really slow.
Oh.
Yeah. I think once you click it, it's going to turn auto mode off anyway.
Oh yeah, I prefer doing this manually because the auto mode for this sucks.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is if you click it, it should turn auto mode off.
I just wanted to use the bathroom and do some
Don't you
self-cooking.
want to ask? How do you paint without hands? Is she just barefoot the entire school? See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet.
So is her entire like plot line getting you out of like the whole I don't know how to talk to handicapped people thing?
No, that's like her introduction is that basically. You know, it's like treat him like a regular person. Don't like try to pussyfoot around it.
I mean, as I probably said earlier, I like was in special classes my entire school life, so I learned to do that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You're good at guessing anyway. I don't think it is. Maybe I'm used to it by now. I get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but somehow the depth she was using her feet to eat, I figure painting might not be a problem either. Did she just use her mouth then?
I'm gonna mute myself while I eat these cookies, so
Don't you worry, she's also good at using her mouth.
That's good to know. Neither of us have anything more to add to the subject.
I'm eating cookies. You're gonna make me choke.
You'll live or you won't.
Neither of us have anything more to add to the subject. afternoon light works pretty well. Now it's pretty able to do flat, but it's not like that after all. I like that after all. I guess it's actually pretty interesting. I want to see what it looks like in the dim light. I think it's flat.
Don't you worry, Rin. I don't think you're flat.
Yeah, dude, I fuck. She's doing what I do, and I hate it. Well, paintings tend to be flat. She is so fucking INTP coded, dude. All she needs to do is just start fucking ranting about useless shit, and then she's basically, Oh wait, she already did that. Fuck.
I'll say it once again. I think we found She's soulmate.
No, get her
If
away
only
from
wasn't
me.
written by a dude.
I am so fucking tempted to just go her route, just to torture She this whole time.
I hate it.
Because I think...
Why?
Oh wait, no, we can't do that because we chose... Yeah, no, we can't do that. Damn it.
I fucking hate it.
Were you nice to Hanako? Because
I don't think it's going to give us the flag for that.
if you were nice to Hanako, it's not going to give you the flag for her.
Which we were nice to Hanako, so we're probably fucked up. We're probably locked on that route.
Well, I mean, you spoke to her like 2 to 3 times in the intro, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're on her route.
Good.
that's
what I was
how this
hoping
game
for.
works. That's how this game works. You click the right button at the right time, and then you talk to them like 2 or 3 times, and then you're on their route. With the exception being Misha and Shizune, obviously they have multiple checks for some reason.
Well, probably
They're the only ones with multiple checks, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they're the game's walking tutorial, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I guess.
I read that as artist or autistic terms before I had to
Yeah, I
double
get
look
it,
at
but
that.
I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. Can't name any artists or artistic terms.
Is my mic picking up my chewing?
No, but I can hear that you have food in your mouth.
Oh.
Rin shrugs her shoulders at that, saying, "Suit yourself." Not saying it and looks up at the sky, trying to look for something up there. Great. Eyes wandering around. Yeah, I do that too. Oh. I think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paint, I could do a little before it's too dark. I think she might have ADHD.
Boys,
she has to have.
I know we're doing next Valentine's Day. We need to get She his
Fuck off.
soulmate.
Fuck you. Fuck off.
I'm gonna make a note of this. Hey Siri, remind me to play Katawa Shoujo with Shinigami next Valentine's Day and to have him date Rin.
Okay, I've added it.
Good enough.
Fuck off. Dick. You're such a fucking dick.
Hey, I made plans for next year. You should be proud of me.
Oh, fuck you.
I will literally do a fucking Valentine's week special. If that's what it takes.
Alright, lads, I'm gonna have to head off. I've got that blood donation pretty soon, so...
We're gonna end after this
finish
scene
up.
anyway, so... Have a good one.
Yeah, you two fellas, have a good one.
You go do your part for the Aussie community.
I'll do my best. I'll
Alright.
squeeze all the blood out as fast as I can.
The koalas
That
need
definitely
it.
won't
Hurry.
have any repercussions. Anyway, later.
Later. I think you got mad over that racist joke at the end.
I think I got any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paint, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lab like the ones they have at Sports Jocks, but there aren't any.
I thought they said InGen for a second. I'm like, unless you want dinosaurs walking around this campus, I wouldn't interact with them.
You fuck off with that.
That went from confusion to a joke, and I love it. Wait, her or me fucking off?
Her.
She's so you-coded, I love it.
Ren sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizune. Makes me feel like the festival's just a big project. Just a big project that every pair of hands is needed.
We need to bring JK back for another one of these.
That's if he wants to.
Have the fucking hot Katawa Shoujo Hydra going.
Yeah, the Aussie, the Hispanic Texan knows how to hop a wall, and the autistic Jerseyan.
Hell yeah.
You didn't get what I just said, did you?
Only one of these people are actually handicapped. Fuck yeah.
You also gotta remember what I just said. What did I just say?
I remember what you said. Fuck you. Anyway.
It's just mixing some pain, so you can probably do that. You have any motor control problems, like, you know, those people have some?
Oh, don't bring that up.
Cerebral palsy, maybe?
I'm gonna mute both of us for a second.
Why?
This is important. Actually, I'll just talk about it, considering the circumstance. So you know how my brother's autistic friend passed away? I mean, my brother's handicapped friend passed away?
Well, I know what cerebral palsy is, and my mom used to work with someone like that.
Yeah, that can eventually kill you, and that's what happened.
Ooh. What's even worse is that I think I actually know the person who has it. Like, because my mom, back, like, this was years ago. Essentially, I used to, anytime my parents were not available, like, to be at the house, like, they had to be, like, at Walmart, for example, or, like, at a doctor's appointment, my mom would take care of a person with cerebral palsy, and, yeah, I can understand why she needed to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That's not being a dick, it was, like, understandable.
I knew
why,
a few
because...
people with it growing up, because as I said, I was in special classes. It's like, oh, God, don't bring that up, game, even jokingly.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. That's understandable. Not that I know of. I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that.
I love what she calls it heart thingy.
Oh, she's trying to play bingo with us, is she?
She's trying to, like, slowly figure you out. I kind of like that. I never noticed that the first time around, and I think I like Rin a bit more on a second playthrough here. Like, I didn't really like her the first time, but I think I like her more now. Are you telling me you wouldn't be down for a week of this? Like, we're gonna put this down, obviously, when we beat it, like, probably by the end of this month, but you're telling me you wouldn't be down for a, Valentine's week of this, just so you can hook up with Rin? Just so you can do the Rin thing?
You're a dick.
Why am I a dick? It'd be funny. Think of the entertainment.
You mean being painfully relatable?
Yes! Chat, put in the comments below if you really want to, if you want, probably next year around Valentine's Day, you want to see me and Sheeny do another route of this game, and and you want it to be Rin's route. Put it in the comments. I need to know. I'm not doing it to torture. I'm doing it because I feel like it would be fun. That and I need Rin's route completed for 100% completion, but you know, it's not for my needs. No, sir.
Yeah, totally. Not your needs. Totally. To want to not see me get tortured. Totally.
Anyway, narrator time.
He gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. She looks so, like, just chill, but because of the way she acts, it's so painfully relatable.
Rin, honey, Rin, I have adult content turned off, so, yeah, sorry.
Let's do it then. So she sits on an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot.
Dude, I want this to get an anime so bad. I feel like they can do such a nice job and bring a lot of awareness to certain disabilities.
Here's the problem. You already know Japan's stance on that.
Especially autism. They have a really bad stance on autism. It's why if I go there, I have to mask like crazy. And you know, that really sucks. Can I just vent real fast?
Fuck it, why not?
It really sucks having a dream to go to a place where I can't even be my actual self and I have to mask just to fit in. It's like,
Yeah.
that hurts a little bit.
Yeah, what's even worse is that I know the feeling is because back when I was like in high school, I joined the UTA server, which is where I met our friend that helped me meet you.
But,
Back then I was like super fucking annoying, and then thinking back on it, it's even worse when you know you're annoying, so you gotta like hold yourself back constantly, and because of it, you start to realize you're not gonna be able to be friends with these guys because you're just so weird when you
Look,
try to act normally.
So, masking for me, honestly, kind of hurts inside. But I know that I have to do it sometimes in public, despite it mentally hurting and making me uncomfortable. I don't mask around you whatsoever, which is nice because you don't give a shit like you and Emilio.
Yeah,
Emilio prefers that I don't mask. That's what he likes about me.
and I prefer you don't mask because I generally don't give a shit, and I laugh at what you say.
But in public, like when I have to mask, and I fucking hate it. It's like I wish people can just be accepting, but they're not.
Yeah, with me, I'm
And
just
it's-
like, with me in public, I'm just like shy. Like, I just don't like talking with people. Like, I remember there was an episode of a really old show, I forgot what it was called, and it kind of pissed me off because it was always meant to be a comedy show. It was a comedy, but then the teacher was like, "Hey, did you know that kid who never talks at school, he's a bit of a loudmouth at home?" And I'm like, "Fuck off, fuck you." That's dickish.
Yeah, it is dickish.
Open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents in the shallow bowls for mixing.
It's why I hate shows like Young Sheldon and stuff like that, because it shows like people being completely accepting of someone who's autistic, and it's like, it's not how the world is. It's not.
Sheldon's not really autistic though.
He is, at least in later seasons.
No, he doesn't act like he
Or
doesn't.
did I
have
say
the
that
same
show? I
traits.
meant like The Good Doctor.
Oh yeah, the Good Doctor. Because Young Sheldon's more INTP coded than autistic coded. There's a
What the
difference.
fuck does INTP mean?
You're a logician. You basically speak with pure logic, and you basically have no emotion most of the time.
I've
As in,
never
it's-
heard of such a thing in my life. Is this a Gen Z thing?
No, it's not a Gen Z thing. It's just the thing that's involved with like your personality type. I'm an INTP. Where you know how I get on your ass for bitching about certain stuff, even though it's like,
Mhm.
why are you about this? Like I get on your ass for like bitching about certain stuff when I'm like, dude, you should have known this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just like, my logical part is thinking, completely disregarding my emotional half. And what ends up happening is I sound like a dick more than often than not.
But if they made
'Cause
an...
basically-
circling back around, if they made an anime of this, I would hope they keep Misha's character the same and maybe, like, actually make her neurodivergent to explore that a little bit.
Not only that, but not only that, like I said, that's probably why I sound dickish sometimes when you're bitching about stuff. I'm like, yeah, why? I ask myself like, oh wait, I forgot he could feel shit normally. So I tend to forget that, oh shit, he feels bad if I talk shit. So I tend to like stop myself before I realize. It's why like sometimes when I hear like you bitch about stuff and I like say like, dude, why are you surprised by this? You should have known this. Because like I said,
I
my
mean, we've had our
logical half-
arguments. I've had my
Yeah,
arguments.
but that's but your side of the arguments are usually just not to be a dick, but like yours is more like you genuinely care what's happening, you wish things got better. Where mine is like you already know things are not going to get better, you might as well just get used to it.
You know, I've gotten in more arguments with you than I have with Emilio. At least that I
Yeah,
can
but it's
remember.
mostly yeah, but here's the thing: it's less about stuff that's like personal, more just here's this really obscure thing you should know about, and this is why you're wrong about it.
The only Emilio argument me and Emilio ever got in, which that I can remember, is an argument about police officers at one point, and I forget what
Yeah.
started it.
Yeah, I don't think our arguments get like that. Most of our arguments literally just get because
It was
like
stupid. We just like got into a fucking...
Yeah, our arguments are just super stupid. Where it's like we get mad over like the pettiest shit. Where it's like, dude, like, how do you not know this? It should be known. And then my dumbass is like, how the fuck should I know this?
I don't want to bring it up because I don't think YouTube will approve of me talking about racial profiling.
Yeah, best you don't. Like, not only that, that's not the channel to do this anyways.
Hey YouTube, I'm gonna say the nah.
I'm gonna say the N-word. Nigel
Nickelback.
I went.
Yo
Nigel
mama's so
Thornberry.
stupid. She thought a Nickelback was a refund.
Oh my god,
That's
that's
still
such
one
a
of my
good
favorite Yo
fuck.
Mama jokes. It's so dumb.
Oh my god.
It feels like a dad joke though, more than a Yo Mama joke. Doesn't it? Like, hey son, I bought you a Nickelback CD. Can I have that refund?
Oh, shut up.
I could tell dad jokes all day, but we have a job to do. It's what my dad said before he left going to get milk. It never came back. No, I'm kidding. My dad would never do that to my mom because she cut his balls off. And vice versa. Alright. You ready?
Yeah, I'm reading. I mix them creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work every now and then and asks me to hand with something or the other.
You know, he might not know about art, but the narrator sure fucking does.
But yeah, if you want to like, also the reason back to INTP, the reason I figured it out is because my I think one of my classes required me to take it, where it was like, it was not a psychology class, if that's what you're thinking. It wasn't. It was just sort of like a class that was like, oh, here's a little fun fact, like for your, like a little project for you to do, like take a personality quiz because of this weird program we're doing. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that.
I see personality quizzes like horoscopes, and I find that to be bullshit because you know what it is. Like after watching Death Parade, I learned one valuable lesson, and that's that you can never know everything about a person. No one person can never know everything about a person. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, but the program we used was essentially like I said, it was part of like an actual program the school was doing. So we actually had to do that site. Not only that, the reason I know that program works is because when I went to go like do more research on INTPs, they were like, yeah, you know you're an INTP when you went to go do it, but then you decide to pick a different choice to see what you get, which, oh my god.
Hey, there's text on screen. Text that you should be reading.
Finding different brushes.
Be your All Might.
Mixing the pains to be exact. Tone as this girl is a princess in her head is a frustrating ordeal. Which is, well, like, remember when we played Baldur's Gate? I kept trying to go back to see my choices. Yeah. She wants the precision down and less Minotaur before she's satisfied. But instructions are obscure at best. And I just ended up, like, got pissed off. We told me it was the bad choice. And I'm like, okay, time to go see what the other routes can do. And
that's a cool CG. I like that.
Oh, it's probably one of the few custom art pieces here.
Her character model looks a lot better when you look at it diagonally. Because for some reason when you look at her from the front, the way they drew her, it makes her breasts look gigantic for whatever reason. And I'm like...
I think, not only that, it makes her look generic. I think it's the art style they used, because the art style
It could be that she's also wearing like a male uniform, which is supposed to be baggy on her, as I described. That could be the case.
Yeah, but like I said, you also got to remember that, like, yeah, like for an artist's perspective, and
also, you know, this is a nice place to leave this for the night because I'm actually pretty tired.
The other green, this green.
Or do you want to finish it, or you want to get back to the dorm before we end it?
It's already gonna be 2:11 where you're at, and I can tell you're getting tired.
So let us save this.
Yeah, because we ended up ranting for a bit by the end. Because like I got too relatable.
We're like in full rant mode here, so I'll make a backup save.
Yeah. You know what you could do if you ever edit this stream? You could put like the Persona 5 music. Where
Just
it's like
ranting numerous times.
Not the Life is Strange music.